I gotta close this door. And we live.
We in the building.
Okay, we got Devin first in the chat. House clean, just showered, rolled, food done, and they ready, period. I have to wait till
Mm-hmm.
to see myself because I have so many. What? Oh, to see myself. Okay, I thought you didn't see yourself like you were there. That's what I thought. Here early, driving to DC. Early
Early
gang.
game. Yes, like the live,
Yay.
y'all.
Period. Y'all already know
Share
how
it.
it goes when y'all come in. Y'all mama taught y'all manners, so you need to hit the thumbs up button and speak by dropping down in the chat, letting us know that y'all are here. All
Follow
right,
on
y'all.
in. Share the live, y'all.
Let me get some music going. All right. So, hey everybody, welcome back. If you're not new to my channel, you welcome back to the highly controversial The Podcast. I am your host for the week, Movie Bay, and of course, here is our lovely panel. Y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves. Shameless plug.
GT, Grant, y'all know me. If you don't, just GT. I'm pretty sure Movie Bay got the links down in the bio. If you don't,
They are.
you know where to find us. But yeah, we're here to have a little Friday night kickback conversation. We know what most of y'all are here for, but we're here to talk.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? January Flowers here, your favorite homegirl. And if you're seeing me and hearing me, then you know I'm here with the gang to get into some tea. Make sure you guys sit back, relax, and grab your snacks as we will be getting into some tea. Yes.
January always cracks me up. It's your
She know
favorite
how to turn it
homegirl.
on.
You
It's
know
your favorite
me.
homegirl. You better go
You
on with
know
a radio
me.
voice. You need your own
You know
radio.
me. Look, I'm
She
ready.
already in the
Look,
stew. Already in the stew.
Already in the
Right.
doing the
stew.
latest things. This is step one to get to where we're going, guys. Come on, you know.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Kick them doors open.
Hi, it's Legend. That's all y'all need to know. Just tune in and get ready for the show. Okay, we about to watch
That
it.
part.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
part.
yeah. I'm ready to get into the business, the tea.
Well, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, y'all know I'm Movie Bay, so I do reviews, reactions, and commentary to movies and television. So I got to start off with a movie question. As everybody comes in, let's play a quick game. One's
Mm.
gotta go. Okay, I know y'all seen this on y'all timeline, and y'all already it's like 4 loved topics. In this case, we're talking about hood classic black films, and one's gotta go. We got Boys in the Hood, New Jack City, Paid in Full, and Juice. So out of these 4,
Ooh,
Grant already thinking hard.
this is hard.
Out of these 4, which one gotta go? Y'all leave y'all thoughts and opinions in the comment section.
Mm.
Got my vote when it's my turn.
Go ahead, girl.
Because I
I'm
told
a
them all. Oh, you want me to go first? Well,
go.
if one's gotta go and it has to go now, I'm gonna let go of C. I've seen all of them, and A, B, and D are hood classics, if you will. C is more, of a hustler's tale. So I'm willing to let C go to keep A, B, and D. Get into that T.
You know what? I was between, I don't know. I was between B and C. But Jen, you might have took it from me. We can go with C. I don't disagree with that.
Okay,
Um,
legend. We the same right now. Like what?
Personally, I'm gonna go with Juice because I'm gonna say it is a definitely a hood classic, and I love the story and I love the twist, and it definitely gagged me when I was younger. But yeah, the acting wasn't up there, so I feel like all the other ones had better acting. To be honest, to me,
I'm not even gonna hold you. These are like kind of all my faves. I'll probably though. This is a hard one. I didn't even really think about it myself because I wanted y'all to answer.
You ain't about to say Boys in the Hood, are you?
See, okay, look.
I
For
could.
Why?
me personally, it's between. Nah, I feel like it's probably gonna be B for me, New Jack City. Even though this was Wesley Snipes, when I was like, "Oh, who is it?"
I love New Jack
Um,
City. I couldn't. I could never.
But y'all saying Paid in Full really got me gagged because, granted, I just saw this movie probably like maybe like 6 or 7 years ago. And it was always because of the cover art. It made me see, it just looked like, nah, I ain't about to watch this. You know what I'm saying? But like I finally watched it and I was like, I love this movie. I laughed, I cried, I was shocked. I watched it 2 times back to back when I first saw it. So I was like, it can't be Paid in Full. Like it just can't. Like out of all of these movies on here, that one's probably my favorite. So I might go with New Jack City.
If I saw all of them now as an adult, it will probably be different. But like, I don't know. I think Paid in Full, like if you see that as an adult, you probably wouldn't want to get rid of it. But I saw it when I was younger and I just could not relate to the Paid in Full fellas. I couldn't, like out of all of those, it was characters I could relate to, but in Paid in Full,
yeah, that's why I picked Juice, because I definitely liked Juice when I was younger, but then when I watched all these films when I grew up, I was like, Juice acting wise was probably not the strongest.
Juice high key turned into a horror film. This was, in my opinion, Tupac's best role though.
Yes, I agree. I love a good horror though. That could be why I don't want to let certain of these go, because honestly, no shade, a lot of Black dramas have horror elements. It took an associate of mine to tell me that she was fearful of Precious. I said, what? She said, that movie scares me. I said, girl, you don't know nobody in the hood. She was very frightened of Precious. Monique characters scared her. I was like, oh, wow. But I have to understand not everybody comes from that background. I'm used to moms yelling, fighting, dads yelling, fighting, siblings rowdy. But some people aren't used to it. So for me, when you said it's kind of like a horror, you got Tupac flip the script. Boys in the Hood, if you saw that as a kid, you may be traumatized. It had a couple elements to it that maybe kids shouldn't know. New Jack, come on now. But when that lady slid out on New Jack City, I said, wow. You know what I'm saying?
New Jack definitely got a lot of quotables.
She was the original Tommy, yeah.
New Jack definitely got
New Jack got a lot of quotables, and New Jack got a lot of memes, and a lot of people don't know it's from New Jack City. Like a lot of people using their memes and they don't know it's from New Jack City.
Yeah.
The Rockabye Baby, cancel that. Like, what you mean?
That part.
I am my brother's keeper. Yeah, for sure. Grant, did you say which one? You said you got one. Gotta go.
C.
It was between B and C, but I went with C.
Oh yeah, you gotta go. Bye. Now
it's like certain movies like this.
Your way out.
These classics that I don't think about stuff like that, and it's like, which one gotta go? And it plays into factors, but I don't know honestly. But if I had to say one, yeah, it'd be C.
Okay.
But all four of them.
Well, I just wanted to play a quick little game to get the live started as people came into the chat. So make sure y'all thumbs up the video on your way in. And of course, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. So let's go ahead and get into our first topic. Y'all know on Highly Controversial, we're going to talk about the controversial. We're going to talk about the things that a lot of people don't want to talk about, okay? And just like hood movies are a staple in the Black community, also are HBCUs. And if you haven't heard, unfortunately, there has been a death of a 20-year-old Caleb Wilson, who's a junior at Southern University and a member of its legendary Human Jukebox Marching Band. Well, he was unalived during a possible act of hazing. And if you have not heard the story, I'm going to show a quick clip about the news story. And y'all let me know if y'all can hear this, okay?
Southern University and Baton Rouge police looking into hazing as the cause of death for Caleb Wilson.
An unresponsive Wilson was brought to the hospital Thursday by his peers and then later pronounced dead. He had allegedly been part of a fraternity ritual before he collapsed. The WBRZ investigative unit's best casualty has learned there's much more to this story than was originally told to investigators. She's joining us now in the newsroom.
Well, Michael, the investigative unit tracked down where the alleged hazing took place. It was not where the people with Wilson that night said it was.
Southern University student Caleb Wilson's death is now being investigated as hazing related. A source close to the investigation tells the WBRZ investigative unit that the human jukebox trumpet player was punched in the chest before collapsing, potentially while being hazed. Several other pledges were subjected to the same activity. Also new tonight, we've learned that the so-called unauthorized fraternity ritual allegedly took place here at this warehouse off of Greenwell Springs. What actually happened inside is not clear, but it appears members aren't being totally forthcoming, as they originally told investigators they were in North Sherwood Park that night when Wilson suddenly collapsed. According to the district attorney's office, several members of the Omega Psi Phi fraternity have been interviewed by police already, and arrests could be imminent. As of Friday, the coroner's report was not complete, and Wilson's cause of death was undetermined. There have been no updates provided since then. Now, since Wilson's death, Southern has implemented a pause on all recruiting and initiation activities for student organizations. After the hazing death of LSU student Max Groover in 2018, state lawmakers rewrote a law to make hazing a felony. For the investigative unit, Bess Casserly, WBRZ News 2.
Okay. So as y'all heard, this was unaliving during a hazing event, and it is he was a part of or pledging for the Q dolls. I'm trying to Omega Psi Phi, one of them. Okay. So let's go ahead and get y'all thoughts about the actual news case before we talk about hazing in general.
Just when that stuff when it came out, I mean, it's just sad because it's like, if you don't know, going through the process of even getting involved in these fraternities, sororities, they put you through these type of tests, and to see how sometimes, because this is not, I really don't feel like this is like, I can't even get my words together. I don't feel like this is anything new. It's just, with it being such a young kid and being Black, and then just me, I put myself in those situations. I got a lot of family members that have pledged, men and women. I personally couldn't put myself in that situation, but I sit and think about kids that are going through this. And just the more you sit and think about it, it hits harder. And it's a lot to process, because I just think about his family. I think about him. And I don't know. I'm still trying to get my thoughts around it. It's just sad all around, truthfully.
So, when you said the first part was, what did I think about the news presentation? Honestly, the presentation of his life lived has been beautiful. I haven't really seen any, negative rhetoric or anything like that. We know that these young men, participate in this for brotherhood, opportunities, things like that. Today was the first time that I heard actually what took place when they said it was the punching in the chest. And I imagine that they probably lined them up, and went down the line and was punching all of them in the chest. Now, and that's the thing about, I think, masculinity when it comes to these fraternities and things like that. Just because a man has a certain build doesn't mean everyone's chest can take that. And it's funny how we was talking about those hood movies. I don't know if people in the chat have ever heard of chin check. Well, it's such thing as, getting punched in your chest, knocking the wind out of you too. And that can actually cause damage. I have in my life seen people pass out, never to this point, from getting punched in the chest and things like that. So I think the coverage of it has been beautiful. And like I said, this is a sad story, but he's at peace, but it's sad, extremely sad. And what happened afterward when he was left.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's overall it's a sad story, but it's been going on for many years. Like, even in movies, they have showcases. Like, I don't know if y'all saw the Burning Sands movie, where basically the person who died in the movie died the same way he did. Like, it was very similar in what they were doing in the ritual. And then when that movie came out, a lot of members of fraternities and sororities was like, that's not a real representation of what we do or how we do. And it's just funny to see that come to fruition in real life because they were trying to hide it and lie about it for so many years, and now y'all all on the news and everything, and y'all not taking accountability for none of it. And some of the people who were there doing the hazing weren't even active members at the college. They were previous members of the fraternity who had already graduated and stuff, and who comes back and indulge in these activities. I just think it's very disheartening to see people go in looking for one thing and you come out getting another.
So you
Right.
telling me grown men came back to the school to punch these students, basically?
Yes,
Because they had already left
mhm.
grounds.
They be involved in the hazing activities and the rituals.
And when you
But
think
they're
about
not
it,
going to
too,
overindulge and and tell us what exactly been happening. Like, even when I had friends who were rushing, like for even black fraternities or black or white fraternities, they wouldn't tell you what they were doing in the hazing. Like, I got little inklings of what they would be doing, but never they would tell you the full story, because it's like a part of a thing, like a code, like you can't say anything, or like you'll basically get ostracized by the whole like fraternity, or like even the whole like organization as a whole. Like, you would get ostracized for that.
yeah, and it goes back to what you said. It's more so keeping it secretive so that they can continue to do it without having to face repercussions. But that just goes back to certain things. Because like I said, I have a lot of family members that are involved in this type of stuff. So when I thought about it in college, certain things like that always crossed my mind. What is it that you're doing to get somebody to this point to feel qualified enough to be brought in and sworn in? And it's just stuff like this that I feel like a lot of kids, a lot of parents have to be truthful with their kids about. Because, like you said, it's not something new. We know this happens and has happened in the past. Who knows what else has happened in terms of what you're having to do in terms of the hazing, if it's even more severe. But it's sad. It's really hard to wrap your mind around that. But
Right.
I don't know. It's just a lot.
So like when it comes to, I want to speak on a couple of things, like something that Jan touched on. So Caleb was actually, nobody called 911 at the moment. They just dropped him off at the hospital. They also lied about where it took place. They said they were in a park, and it comes to find out that they were actually in a warehouse. And this goes into what Legend said, and that warehouse was rented or like temporarily leased to a older frat whose son actually pledged, who is no longer at the campus. So like y'all said, other fraternity brothers who are no longer like at the school, people who have graduated already, are participating in the hazing events that of course led to Caleb's unaliving. And I doing my research, okay, I found out that the Omegas, the Q Dogs, they had a 2020 policy. Hold on, y'all got me? Wi-Fi acting up.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
back
can.
now.
Did y'all hear me?
We can hear you now.
We heard you at the Omega had.
You hear me now?
Yes.
Right. In 2022, they started an anti-hazing policy. So that was like 3 years ago. And on top of that, in Louisiana, in 2019, they actually made it a law to be a felony for hazing. So you can get up to 5 years for hazing alone if it's found that you injured or unalive somebody during a hazing event. And that doesn't even count the manslaughter or anything else like that. So it's just up to 5 years for hazing on its own. So even though that those laws are in place at this fraternity, at this particular university, still went on with their rituals. What do y'all think about fraternities? Because some of them do have these policies. Of course, they are anti-hazing. They don't promote that. Do y'all think that that's just a cover up for the fraternity sororities, or do y'all think that they really try to uphold those standards?
I think
and the kids just do it anyways.
I think it's to look good to the outside world. Is to make it look good, because a lot of these rules and stuff are in place because of past dealings that they had. So it was basically to clean up past messes that they had probably already had or some issues similar to that. And the fact that they knew that these laws or rules was in place and they still decided to partake in it and go to that extreme, I feel like it's just highly irresponsible and it's just insane. And overall, everybody who was involved should be getting some type of jail time or some type of punishment. Because I did see that they did arrest one person, but anybody and everybody who was involved should be getting some type of legal action taken against them, not just that one person.
Right, they did. It actually says that sources have confirmed that Caleb McCrae, a graduate of Southern University, has been arrested and charged with criminal hazing and manslaughter. But I think they are still investigating a couple of more people that could have been involved as well. So I have a quick question. What are y'all's thoughts about hazing in general? Like, do you feel like, because I'm going to tell y'all my opinion. Highly controversial, I'm okay with forms of hazing because, and I guess it is kind of because of the what's the word I'm looking for, like the tradition of it all. So I remember when my older sister was in band and she had went to high school and they had their own hazing, but it was called being kidnapped. So they would call your parents, of course, and say, hey, we're going to kidnap your child, take them out for breakfast. So that's what they did. Like, they came into the house, they screamed, they woke them up, they tie them up, blindfold them, and they'll take them. But when they get to their location, they're at IHOP. And they do this with the parents' permission. Now, when they did it with my sister, my mom was like, my baby ain't going nowhere without brushing her teeth and washing her face. So all they did was just yell and like wake her up. But I wanted to be in a band just to be a part of that. So I feel like friendly, or what's the word, like lighthearted hazing is okay. But when it comes to like physical, like abuse, or even like something that could be detrimentally, like mentally abusive, then that's when I feel like, okay, now y'all just doing too much. So what are y'all thoughts about hazing and the tradition of hazing?
I feel like in this day and age, I'm not for it, because some people don't know when too far is too far until stuff like this happens. So I see where you're coming from in the past, because it is, I mean, that's just essentially a part of it. But there's certain levels to certain things. And in this climate, in this day and age, with who we have running the country, certain things are no longer as protected, per se, to help keep the kids and keep the people still living it. And then you got to take it, what you said, like physicality, mental. I just don't trust it in today's society, so I'm not for it.
Right, because you know, like other type of hazing, like, oh, you gotta like clean our boots and like stuff like that is like, that's okay, harmless. You know what I'm saying? That's but like you said, sometimes some people don't know like what's too much, you know. So I can see that. Jan, Legend, what y'all think before we switch topics?
Topic of hazing as a whole, I'm against it. It kind of makes me think of bullying. It's kind of like what I went through, you're going to go through. You're not getting in this club unless you go through the hell that I went through. And I don't think that's appropriate. I don't think it's needed. Now, when you did use the example of like cleaning shoes, maybe washing cars, okay, I'm fine with that. But like, I don't think the punching in the chest.
Yeah.
I honestly don't like the idea of the kidnapping. You take it too far. You know what I'm saying? Just do the basic activities, mow my lawn. You know what I'm saying? Get up at the crack of dawn, cook me a breakfast or two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Toast strudel. Something, an activity. You know what I'm saying? People bond over activities. Make it activity. Don't make it, it doesn't have to be physical. It doesn't have to be sexual. And it doesn't have to be cruel.
Yep. I agree with that. Real quick, shout out to Ebony. Ebony always come through. We love you, Ebony. The big four. Okay, period. Not the big three, baby. The big four. Okay. Thank you so much, Ebony. This is, and Devin, I agree with this too, but anything that will cause physical or trauma. I think you said something else. Oh, well, I guess that kind of like feeds into what I said though, or what I was thinking that you said, that we never know what could be too far for somebody because everybody is different. Just like when Jan was talking about the Caleb, like, yeah, okay, we punched 10 guys in the chest, but this is the one guy that collapsed from it. Like, you never know somebody's limits. So agree
And
with
it's
that.
like, and it depends, and that's the thing. So you got to think about too with what happened with him. The men, like, people are built differently, people's strength is differently, and like what
Mhm.
Jan said, you can't tell what somebody can take. Maybe he could have taken the first 2 or 3, but
Mhm.
once we get down to 6, he might be bewildered to the point where y'all now need to see and take into account and see what he. And I'm pretty sure, watching as it was happening, it's clear that he's not okay. And then that's when certain points you got to be like, okay, at the end of the day, he's still a human being. You got to take that into consideration. And I feel like in today's climate, it's just not going to be valued.
Yeah. Legend, you have any final thoughts?
No, I completely agree with G that some people take it too far. Especially, I feel like a lot of times social media definitely do influence people, and they try to emulate some of those things, and they don't realize, baby, that's a movie. That's a video game or something. They could die and then come back alive. Baby, this is real life. When you die, that's it. That's over with. And I feel like some people don't take into account that this is reality. Like, they go too far sometimes without
Right.
realizing the consequences of their actions. And it's just disappointing overall. But yeah, I really never agreed with hazing, although I know it does take place. But I think there are forms of hazing that are not detrimental like this.
Right. For sure. All right, you guys, before we switch topics, let's make sure we thumbs up the video. Drop your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, especially if you are a part of the rewatch gang. Okay. Now, on a slightly lighter note, Sherri Shepherd. Sherri Shepherd has been making headlines because she says, ladies, this is not it. Okay. Sherri Shepherd does not agree with how celebrities have been dressing thus far, especially on the Vanity Fair's annual Oscar party, after party, emphasis on after party, but we'll get into that later. She calls out celebrities such as Julia Fox, Zoe Kravitz, and my baby girl, Meg Thee Stallion. Okay. Let's go ahead and watch this quick clip before we give our thoughts and opinions.
So, y'all, the Vanity Fair Oscars after parties seem to have an unwritten theme. It was just a lot of nudity, okay? When I tell you the ladies bared it all on the red carpet, it was just almost too much to show on daytime TV. It was really bad. Like, Julia Fox wore a completely sheer dress that barely covered her cookie jar. Okay, and I'm telling you, now, we blurred it out. This was fully, you could see everything. Zoe Kravitz graced us with her butt crack. You could see everything. Megan Thee Stallion wore a dark green gown with only matching green pasties to cover up her breasts. And so this is where I have to put my Auntie Sherri wig on. And I say this with all of the love that I have. Ladies, this is not it. And I say this because there are young women, young girls who are looking up to all of you. All of you. And, like, you're going to have these young girls, these young ladies emulating you. And you remember when your grandmother would tell you, let them use their imaginations. Be a little mysterious. But, you know, when they look at these girls, they don't have any secrets. Nobody gets to use imagination or their mind. And I want to say, Megan Thee Stallion, I love you. I do. But I'm so upset because God gave you a legitimate gift. You are amazing with your lyrical rhymes and how smart you are. And I know people, a lot of these celebrities, they say they don't want to be a role model. But here's the thing. It comes with the territory, being a role model. You can't escape it because, Megan, when you said you graduated from college, do you know how many young girls you inspired to go to school also? You didn't ask for that. You didn't ask for that, but they were watching you. And I know people say, well, you know, Lil' Kim did it. But I remember when I saw it, I was like, why is she doing that? Like, she doesn't have to do that because she's so talented. And I know Megan as an artist, you get a little raunchy. I done heard WAP and Body Yaddy Yaddy. But I also say, and I listen to those songs too, but I also say, to whom much is given, much is required.
You muted, movie
You
back.
muted.
I cussed, but good thing I was muted. All right, so what do y'all think on Sherri's thoughts? But not only Sherri's thoughts, the attire of the after party.
I really don't too much care for her opinion. I think it was lackluster and in bad taste, personally, to me, because I feel like she's just targeting women when literally John Cena was literally on the stage butt ass naked. All he had was the card in front of his dick. I wanted him to drop it, but hey, nonetheless, why are you not bringing that up? Like, why is it always only women getting talked about what they should wear and what they shouldn't wear, how much skin they should show or how much skin they shouldn't show? I feel like it's very much so a double standard. And for her to sit there and say, oh, this is basically demoralizing your impact or whatever.
Wait, one moment, Devin.
Because you're naked. I don't like that. I don't like that. But nonetheless, I do agree with her saying that, like, you are a role model, and whether you want to be a role model or not, some people are going to look up to you no matter what. I do agree with her on that. But also, Megan is sending a message to be comfortable in your body, to love your body. And if you want to show off your skin and your curves, do that. Maybe that's not what Sherri wants to do because she's wearing that long dress with them long sleeves. That's not something that she partakes in, and that is okay. We don't tell her to show some skin, okay? What if I want to see a little elbow? What if I want to see a little wrist or something? I don't tell Sherri how to dress, so she shouldn't tell Megan how to dress. Nonetheless, I think it's in poor taste. Stick to sitting on that couch and talk about something else other than Megan Thee Stallion.
G. Since you already unmuted.
I was gonna let the ladies go first. But I mean, I echo that truthfully. I don't care what women do with their bodies. I don't care what women do with what they want to do to show off their bodies. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. I see where she's coming from, talking about kids, but the award show that they're at essentially is for grown adults. Like, if your kid's watching it, that is your job as a parent to make sure that your kid is watching things that is appropriate for a child of whatever age. Yeah, there's a time and place for certain things. This, I feel like, is a time to do that. It's not like they're at an event like a basketball game where there are kids around. Like, we can bring back Lizzo. Y'all remember when Lizzo was at a game with her ass out like a couple years ago? That, in my opinion, is inappropriate. That is inappropriate. And in this situation, it is what it is. But the whole role model thing, like, I get where she's coming from when she says, like, you didn't ask for that, but you are a public figure, that comes with it. But me personally, I look at myself, if people ended up wanting to look up to me one day, that's what you do. But essentially, it's not my responsibility to make sure that you're okay when it comes to with what I'm doing. So, I mean, essentially, what Legend is saying is true. Be you, and if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Just do what you want to do. I don't see an issue with it, truthfully.
Jen, happy Women's History Month.
Okay, happy Women's History Month, boo. Yeah. So look, I agree with Devin. Devin said it's always the grannies talking about what young women wearing. I completely agree. Let me tell you something. Kim did it. But for Kim, I'm sure it was somebody else who did it. But I remember Kim opened up this lane with the pasties.
Janet Jackson.
That's what I'm talking about it. But I think she needed something to talk about. And Megan is always a hot topic. I think Megan did it as respectfully as she could. I mean, you know, I've never seen pasties in a ball gown. So, you know, she did it as classily as she could, because we know back in the day they used to just do, you know what I'm saying, jeans or whatever and pasties. But I just think Sherri, like I said, is a little out of touch and maybe a little out of reach, because like Legend is saying, we're not telling you to show more skin. So why try to police her body? You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it.
I think, and I'm not being biased because a majority of this segment was about Meg, But let's really talk about it. One, we got to think about the event. It was Vanity's Fair's Oscar after party. She acted like they went to the Oscars wearing these outfits. Now, in my personal, if you are going to the Oscars wearing these types of outfits, that's when it's like, okay, occasions. But this was the after party. We a little bit looser now. Everybody went from not everybody, but a lot of people went from gowns to short dresses, and they had tucks on to maybe like a button down and some slacks. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit more relaxed. Still fashion. Okay, a hoe, but make it fashion. That's very much so what it was giving. Shout out to my girl Tyra Banks. So that's number one. The event. Okay, dress for the event. Number two, when she stated that Megan has songs like WAP and Body Yaddy Yaddy, but you're dressing like this. It's like, well, actually contradiction, because that's on brand for her. If most of my music is sexual, then why when I dress, I got to be the role model? So if you want me to be the role model, you should be talking about my lyrics as well. You can't applaud me for my music and shout out my music because you listen to my music, and then now, oh, but how you're dressing is too sexual. Well, so is my music. So it's like, pick a struggle, in my personal opinion, when it comes to that. Last comment that I had, I think I wrote this down, about the role model, saying that, a lot of celebrities don't want to be looked at as role models, but that's what comes with it. What are y'all thoughts about that?
Hold on, say it again. What'd you say?
With celebrities not wanting to be role models, but that's what comes with it. What are y'all thoughts about that?
I mean, I could understand that point of not wanting to be somebody's role model, because I feel like a lot of people would have put a lot of stress on you and try to police like how you engage with your audience and everything. But also I do understand it, because if you have an influence and an impact, and how to use your voice in an impactful way, it could be a good thing. But also it could be a very stressful thing, because sometimes you got people criticizing your every move.
Right.
That's the half and half part for me, because it's like what you essentially said. Like, I didn't sign up for that, but in a certain instant, like especially when you think about like things that can change the country, if you have influence, if you don't use that in the right way, then it's to the service. So I mean, I don't know. It's a tricky thing. It's like, I feel like I agree with, like, I'm not here to be a role model, but if you do have a voice and you do have people that really look up to you, as long as you're doing that positively and can be beneficial to those kids or people that are watching you, then good. But it just comes with the territory.
Movie Bay, can you tell me the question again? You said, how do we feel about being a role model?
Well, when she said that a lot of celebrities don't want to be looked at as a role model, but that's what comes with the territory. So what are y'all thoughts about that? Because that's what she was like, why are y'all dressing like that when little girls look up to y'all?
Okay, so I do think it does come with the territory. I agree. And as far as like kids looking up to you and stuff, I mean, that's on them. Just like with the shows we cover, Baddies. Like when that little kid was reading Akbar, I said, why is that little baby even knowing them down to the point they calling them on their lives and stuff like that? I was just thinking like, yeah, you're gonna have younger fans, but that's on their parents. I do not believe in policing yourself for the next. If you end up favoring me, cool, but I'm not going to alter myself. It's just what it is.
Right. Y'all have any final thoughts about Sherri versus Nudity? That was my topic. My head.
No.
Suki says it depends. Elaborate, boo. I mean, you can be either an actor or a celebrity. I feel like if you're a celebrity, that comes with the territory, because there are a few actors that stay out of the spotlight. I can agree with that. Now, at the end of the quote, and Devin, you already said this, at the end of the video, Sherri did say, these young girls that are emulating you don't have security around them. And unfortunately, that's when tragedy can happen. Segue. And I only put this topic in here because Grant said he has something to say. And I feel like I need to know what he has to say. Yep, go ahead and zoom in. Yep, you see it? You see it? So Me Too founder Tarana Burke, hopefully I pronounced her name correctly, rejects the statement "Believe all women" slogan and explains why. So she is the founder of the Me Too movement, and apparently, I guess her message has gotten misconstrued, and people say that she is pushing believe all women, and she says absolutely not. That is problematic. Let me tell you what I actually say and what I actually believe in. So let's watch this quick clip before we give you our thoughts and opinions.
Something and tell us what it means, because it's become a flashpoint phrase, slogan, whatever, that I think a lot of people either misunderstand or willfully misconstrue. When I say the term "believe all women,"
Nah. I'm so glad you asked that, because that, first of all, that phrase does not come from me or the Me Too movement.
Okay.
I do not subscribe to the phrase "believe all women." That has been ascribed to me. I've never said it. I say believe survivors. As a Black woman, I would never, in America, I would never say believe all women. Ever. It's ridiculous. What we were saying in the beginning is believe survivors. The reason why we say believe survivors, and what that means is start from the premise that survivors are telling the truth.
I'm going to ask you to culturally translate.
Because for years, when survivors came forward, we were not believed. And if you start with the premise that survivors are telling the truth, that means that you will investigate thoroughly, right? And you will start, and you will give them the space that you give a person that you believe, right? That means that you will say, okay, if I believe you, then I'm going to take you seriously. I'm going to go through all the proper channels to make sure you get the resources that you need, that you get the investigation you need. We didn't get that. If you don't believe me, you're going to dismiss me. You're going to try to undermine my story. You're going to try to bury me, right? All of those things. That's what you do for a person you don't believe. So when people say believe survivors, it doesn't even mean diminish the other person and demonize the other person. It means take me seriously. Believe me and take me seriously. That's what survivors are looking for when they say believe.
You muted.
Grant, I'm coming to you first.
My controversial take it's not really that controversial. If you want it. Me personally, it doesn't even go towards all women per se. It's more so when it comes to certain people speaking out about certain things. With me, I tend to always believe the victim first, about 95% of the time. But me personally, when I think about somebody in particular that I've known and know a pattern when it comes to certain people that you watch and see how they move, the controversial part to me is I question how somebody moves based off of their history. So if you have a history of doing shady things and then certain things come to light, and I'm not just speaking in terms of SA or violence or anything of that sort, I'm just talking about in terms of stories that you bring forward to accuse somebody when I know that you have a pattern or a history of doing X, Y, and Z, it makes me question the legitimacy of what you're saying. But all in all, I do align with the believe all women. When I hear a lot of women coming out about their stories in regards to what they've experienced, who's done what to them, I definitely take it for what it is. And even though I've grown up from an innocent until proven guilty, as I've gotten older, I've started to realize that you do have to first and foremost support the person coming forward first. And if they're stating this is what it is, believe it until it's proven otherwise. So it's just really been a battle with me growing up, trying to change my viewpoint in regards to that. Because like I said, I grew up with the innocent until proven guilty. I've seen a lot of it in my own life, in my own history within my family and my friends. I've seen a lot of people be wrongfully accused of things. So it changed my mentality. But as I've gotten older, when it comes to certain things like that, I choose to believe the victim more so now.
Shout out to Britt real quick for the super sticker. Thank y'all so much for supporting the podcast. You do not go unnoticed. We highly, highly appreciate it. All right. I feel like what I don't want to mispronounce her name. Tarana, what she was saying, when she explained it, I understood what she was saying. Because a lot of people say, you can't just believe all women, which is true. You cannot believe all women. So when she said to believe all victims, and that comes with when you just believe them, now you're going to investigate thoroughly. Now you're going to find me support systems. And now, it's just basically you're going to take me seriously. So I agree with the believe victims first. So we can follow the proper precautions. Because when people don't believe you, they're going to pay you dust and nothing's going to get done. So regardless if they are lying or not, if you believe them, we can actually find out if they're lying. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to, oh, well, I don't believe her. She this type of person, or that don't make sense, or or he a celebrity. Why does he need to do that? Let's believe them first so we can investigate. What do y'all think, Legend and Jen?
I agree with let's believe so that way we can investigate. Because so many times, a lot of things where people do make those initial allegations or whatever, they don't get investigated because a lot of people be like, I can never see this person do that, or I know this person very well, I know they wouldn't do that. You don't know what the fuck people would do. But also I will say that people who are false victims ruin it for people who are actually victims, because they make the naysayers be like, I got you, we were always right, there's nothing to ever investigate. And I feel like it's a very dangerous game to play that and do that, because not only are you hurting yourself, you're hurting people who are actually victims as well. So I do not like false victims, but I do stand with believing victims, actual victims, and not the ones who are lying.
Right. For sure.
But Legend, how do you know who's lying?
I was
who's
just about to say.
No, but I'm saying, like, when
I'm
it
like,
comes
you can't
out,
leave it like that. You can't
when it
leave
comes
it
out,
like
like
that.
when they get done investigating everything and they find out that it wasn't the truth. Like, there have been so many cases where people have believed victims, and then years later you find out that the evidence wasn't actually
So should
factual.
victims come in with evidence? Victims
And that's the
with
thing too,
evidence?
because say you shut off
prove.
the person that was falsely, and say 2 years you've been saying this about this person, and having this person who was completely innocent being slandered, being treated like, that's the part that I battle with. It's like, you don't really know. And we can, even though I don't want to bring Krishan and Sasiki into this, but it's like when you see like how people pick sides in regards. It's like, I'm the type, I don't want to choose a side until I know for sure, but we don't really know for sure at the end of the day until it's been all investigated.
Yeah, when it's legal, you let the evidence talk.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just like choosing a side by choosing to state, okay, the person coming forward is the one that we're valuing in this moment. But what if they end up being the one falsely accusing the person that we're taking their side, but then the person that was wrongfully accused was the innocent one in the end.
Didn't you say earlier you agree with it so that you can go into the investigation? So once the investigation starts, that's when you start to piece it together. I don't think we should take away, I guess, what she's trying to clear up, because she's trying to clear up that she didn't start a slogan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I believe victims too. Yeah. But once the evidence reveals itself, I believe the evidence. I hope that makes sense. I don't know.
It makes sense. I watch a lot of SVU and, Law and Order SVU, Special Victims Unit. And they say that SA is one of the only crimes where there isn't a lot of evidence. And most of the evidence is the victim's word. You know what I'm saying? They also say that SA is one of the only crimes where you are guilty until proven innocent, as opposed to innocent until proven guilty. So it kind of is like that double-edged sword. Shout out to you, Britt. Okay, Britt.
Coming
Showing out in the chat. So it kind of is that double edge, but I really do, when she explained it, I can wholeheartedly stand by. I'm going to believe you so that we can investigate, because when people don't believe at all, that's when nothing gets done. And like Devin said, people will stand by these predators because nobody even believed in the first place. Regardless if they're lying or not, let's believe them to figure out if they're lying or not. And yeah, Kaya, we saw you, Kaya. We saw you, Kaya. And them comments was just all off topic, honestly, when it came to this this story. Do y'all have anything else to say on this topic?
With me, like I said, I've grown to definitely change my mindset. But me personally, I choose to believe the victim coming forward. But me personally, I choose to not say anything in regards until it's all said and done. Because it's like, I wouldn't feel right if it ends up being false, talking crazy about somebody. But then again, I also wouldn't feel right believing somebody who was not true and was actually doing these things that they were accused of. So all in all, I definitely believe victims coming forward, and I just choose to play the field and let it all play out.
Jan Legend, any final thoughts?
Nope.
No? Well, we're going to make our way slowly into our Zeus bag. Slowly. We got one more topic before we get to the baddies. But it's kind of speaking on the same subject of SA. But this time it is between Amber Rose and Joseline Hernandez. Something is going on with my screen. Let me figure this out real quick. All right, boom. Amber Rose and Joseline Hernandez. So as y'all know, Amber Rose did an interview on Club Shay Shay. When I saw the thumbnail, I said, now why in the hell he got her on here, and what the hell is she gonna talk about? But a clip from said video started surfacing around, and of course it got the attention of Joseline, and it kind of led to a back and forth online. So Amber Rose says that rejecting Joseline Hernandez advances led to the explosive College Hill fight, plus Joseline reacts, and of course she threatened legal action. So let's watch the clip of Amber on Club Shay Shay, and I want to know y'all opinions of, do you believe Amber? Is it believable? Here we go.
The Joseline Hernandez fight. You guys make up?
No. She's a dumb, stupid.
Oh Lord, come on, Lord.
She's an ignorant.
What led to this? Why was it like this? How did it become so contentious?
You know, I never said this, Shannon. I'm gonna say this on your show,
okay,
and I'm gonna give the truth to the world, to the internet. Okay.
Okay.
Joseline Hernandez was trying to have sex with me. The whole time I was on College Hill, she was in my ear. She was saying, just give me a chance one time, you know, but if you cool with it, we can do it in front of my husband. But if not, like, it could just be me and you. And right. I said, I'm flattered. It's just not my thing.
Right.
Right. I was very gentle.
Right.
In my ear again, coming over, like having a dress on and going like this, bending over, a coochie out. What? Yes. And it was loud.
Oh, shit. I mean, oops. Now I'm not on mute. Okay. Do y'all believe that Joseline made a pass at Amber on College Hill multiple times?
I wouldn't put it past her.
Yeah, I can see it.
I would not put it past her. I wouldn't put it past.
I know
anybody.
she did. That's why her and that little one got friendly. That little girl she was trying to fight at first, all of a sudden towards the end of the season, they got real cool. I think she probably was pressing them girls. She got
the girl from
curly
One My Wife and
hair.
Kids.
Yup, that one who they was
Parker.
Because I believe if her in New York ain't get into it, she probably would have pressed Tiff. Tiff let it be told
The way she described that, that's how Joseline operates.
Yeah. She gonna
And
try
we
to show
have
you a little
seen,
something, little flash here and there. Girl,
yeah,
no, ain't nobody interested in that.
and you see how she talks on the cabaret with the girls, like the whole come do
Even
it
there, she was
ballistic.
talking to them like she was still at the cabaret, especially with
Yeah, it's
that one with the
believable.
curly hair. Uh-huh.
It's very believable.
When I heard it, I said, I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. When I read it, when I saw it, I said, you know what? This kind of believable. What I a little bit weary about is kind of like what OG Wayne said, like, why didn't she come out about it when the fight aired? Because that could have pieced together the story a little bit more. And I'm not saying to get the fans on your side, but that would have got more fans on her side if this was the whole complete story. But I also, I'm not gonna fault her for not coming out right away either. However, definitely believable. Now, when Joseline saw this clip, okay. Oh wait, hold on. Before I say that, what I don't really know that I believe in is if the SA advances is what led to them fighting in the classroom.
Yeah, I don't believe that either. Because they were talking the way it escalated.
She said that's when a bullying started. After she declined Hernandez, she said Joseline started to be different with her saying, you want to be a little white girl. You're a little white girl. Because she was, I guess, afraid to go there possibly. But I think it was mostly due.
I believe it.
You believe it? Okay. Mm-hmm.
I believe it. It sounds like Joseline. When Joseline doesn't her way, she usually goes off like that.
Well, SA is sexual unwanted attention. So even if somebody's like flashing you and you say, okay, chill out, and they keep doing it, that is harassment. Okay, yeah. SH then. How about that? SH.
Yeah, that part, the SA part, I 100% believe. I can see it happening. The part of that, I mean, I don't know. That's the part that we can't really say for sure, because it's like we don't know what was on the cutting room floor. We only saw what was spliced together, and that's why whenever Movie Bay asked that question, it's like they were arguing about the topic in class, and it escalated in that moment. But then again, the animosity could have stemmed from what she's saying here now. So it's like we never really know unless we see.
She already been picking at me off camera, and now you picking at me in class. Run up.
Which we do know that to be proven to be true in the past, like in terms of like a lot of kids that have been turned down, or grown adults or teenagers that have been turned down, they do end up sometimes turning around and lashing out because you're not accepting their advances. So I'm not gonna count that out.
And honestly, as a person who I watched and reviewed College Hill. Y'all go look at the playlist. Oh, it's the BET Plus playlist. Shameless plug. I'm not gonna say I was on either person's side, because some things Joseline was saying, I was on her side, and of course I was against Amber being physical first. So I was kind of like, I guess, like split. But if we would have had the whole story, because I felt like Amber was tripping, like how y'all say Joseline was picking on her in class. I didn't think that Joseline was picking at her in class, because in that particular scene, she just said that she was basically big up in being black, like how black people are beautiful and and European beauty standards are stupid and white people ugly anyways. And that's when Amber got offended. So it was kind of, to me, I was like, bro, that's petty. Like, you know what I'm saying? But now that, like I said, if she would have said this, I would have been like, oh, okay. So it's kind of like because you didn't want me, now I'm going to continuously be picking on you. And now it's kind of like, okay, now I'm just done with her. I would have seen that escalation. You know what I'm saying? Yes, go binge the channel. So let's talk about Joseline's reply. Let's see if I can read it. Legend? No, I was like, this is from Joseline. I've been a victim of SA at a young age. I know how sacred a girl's and woman's body is. I don't condone any sexual misconduct. I am a mother and a wife. My lawyers are involved in this matter, but because I'm in disbelief, I had to write this for my own mental health. I never in my life tried to pursue or go after any young lady or woman in my life. To the blogs and these fake journalisms, yeah, I know Joseline. Please, I ask you that before you let someone come on your platform to say anything about another individual, fact check. It is someone's life that y'all are playing with. I normally don't say anything or write anything, but this is too serious for me to stay quiet. Until I get benediction, you can hear this from me. That never happened and it never will. This defamation of my character will not go unseen, and I will not rest until I am 100% vindicated. I guess I could read Amber's reply. Amber Rose, LMAO, lawyer, please. I'll counter sue for defamation when you went on the Breakfast Club and Drink Champs and lied about putting my head through a glass window. You don't want to play these games with me, Joseline. My money is way longer than yours. I'm not 100% sure if I don't know with them Zeus chicks. Take your L like I did on the internet. Okay, she's still bitter. Don't cry now because I told the truth. Everyone heard it on the show anyways. And then she tagged everybody that was on the cast, or mostly everybody that was on the cast. Lie to your fans, not us. We were there. Thoughts on the back and forth?
I don't know.
Can you sue for defamation if she said that she won a fight? Is that defamation?
I think the defamation is the S. I think that's what she's.
Well, I'm talking about like Amber, because Amber said I'll counter sue for defamation. I was like, for wanting to fight, no. I gotta Google that because I was like, I don't know if you'll have a case, baby, but okay. Y'all think Joseline's really gonna sue?
Probably.
Jan.
I mean, she's just doing this because she has these new deals, she has these new partners, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't want to have her character disrupted. I do not think in this moment she will, but if Amber continues to press the issue, she'll probably do something. It could get legal. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Devin, I see this. Joseline could have came at her over her rejecting her. But it could have also been due to Amber's political and racial views. I've heard Joseline just recently claimed her blackness, so I don't know. That was when Joseline was in her full I am Afro-Latina, hear me roar. That definitely was her era on that. That was really a good, I'm not going to hold y'all. That was really a good season. That was a good conversation to have, especially at the setting that they were at. Good conversation to have. All right, well, we'll see if this case goes anywhere. I guess we could say that. We'll see if this case goes anywhere. So before we get into, not my face, hold on, wrong button.
Now what? Did we get cut from the budget?
Before we go into the quote unquote main event, what is going on in my slideshow? First and foremost, Google Slides, y'all tripping.
It's very well put together.
No, well, thank you very much. I did this while I was at work. I'll tell you, y'all can listen to y'all music today.
It's a good presentation. Yeah.
Not movie based, say main character. Before we get into the main event, what I know y'all have been waiting for, thank y'all for sticking through, especially if you watched all the way through. We talked about the important news stories. We talked about a lot of good topics, honestly. HBCU hazing, Sherri Shepherd versus Nudity, okay, believing victims, Joseline and Amber Rose. And now it's time for the baddies. And now it's time for me to dumb down my intelligence. And
that's the best way to put it, because you were talking about all the other topics were some topics of substance. Now we're about to talk about some shit.
This is a topic of entertainment for me.
Yes, I guess this is the entertainment. You got to have a balance, right? You got to have a balance. So I'm not going to hold y'all. I was at work and working on the presentation. And when I tell y'all the group chat was popping, that I was so behind y'all. Y'all probably low key gonna have to run this segment. I do have this screenshot. Shout out to Baddies Positivity. Shout out to all the sources that I have used on this PowerPoint, by the way. We wouldn't be here without y'all.
Honestly.
But shout out to Baddies Positivity. These are apparently the fades. I am gonna play a video from Isaiah J. And then, like I said, y'all gonna have to take the lead on that one because I don't know nothing about nothing that's going on. All right. So the Baddies Midwest reunion was filmed in the wee hours of this morning. We're being honest, because y'all know they start filming at like 2:00 in the morning. And here are the alleged fades. Okay, we got Natalie Nunn versus DTB 2 rounds. DTB versus Rolly 6-7 rounds. I guess they just went at it. Okay. Big Lex versus Onimac. Big Lex versus Jayla. Yeah, I do have opinions about that one. Summer versus Scotty. And Scotty did her big one. Taseki versus Dolly 2 rounds. We'll get into that one too, because a lot of people have been talking about that one for sure. Ivory versus Dolly 2 rounds. Ivory versus Lex. Ivory versus Summer. Jasmine versus Summer, speculated. And Ivory versus Mel, 1 round backstage allegedly. Okay. So now, what to say? I'm so tired of baddies. Who are you telling? Okay. But now let's go ahead and I'm going to, here it goes right here. Let's talk about or watch Isaiah's video. Do y'all have any comments first before we get into his video? Do y'all have any comments about these fights that y'all have heard about?
After the video.
At the video?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so before I start, let me say this. It's 7 a.m. in LA, and I was not at the reunion. I chose not to go, but my friend went, and she just called me and told me everything that happened. So I'm about to tell y'all what she saw, and we're going to go from there, okay? Let's do it. A lot of y'all is on here lying. Mel never came on stage, so all this Mel versus Taseki is a lie. And according to my friend, Natalie said she ran after fighting Ivory, so I don't know if they fought backstage or what happened, but Mel never came out on stage. I was told that Diamond and Body snuck Natalie when it was Diamond, Natalie, Scotty, and Taseki on stage. And allegedly, I'm hearing Diamond did that because Natalie was chiming in on when Diamond's friend and Anna had fought that one night when they had went out for a booking. Remember, Natalie had went live saying it was fake beef to get Diamond friend on the show, and Diamond posted the ticket of her friend getting the Baddies Africa ticket, just all that stuff like that. So Diamond had a problem with that. Also heard that Jayla ran out before her intro to try and help Natalie. Diamond and Natalie does want a fair one though, and I hear the fight is decent, nothing spectacular, but they both did okay. Big Lex, Summer, and Dolly came out on Big Lex's intro and got busy immediately. Summer and Lex fought Scotty and Anna. Summer and Scotty fought 3 times, and I'm hearing that Scotty low-key lost. That's what I was told. But I'm seeing on somebody else's story that was there that Scotty did her big one, so I don't know. If Summer and Scotty's fights are the same as what they were in Hawaii on the episodes, then y'all can keep that. Boo, tomato, tomato. Lex and Summer jumped Anna, and Biggie ran. And then I guess the audience was calling Biggie out on running away and not helping Anna, and then Biggie tried to fight one of the audience members because she didn't want to hear it, but yeah. Dolly and Taseki fought 2 times, and I heard that Dolly kept up better than anybody who has ever fought Taseki, so we're gonna see. Ivory, Pretty P, and Jazz came out at the same time, and I'm hearing that Jazz immediately went to fight Summer. But I was told there was a lot of chaos because everybody was trying to get everybody kind of at the same time. Ivory fought Dolly, Summer, and Big Lex. Ivory ran up on Dolly on the couch, and they ended up getting into it, but it was a good fight. I was told Dolly got the best of Pretty P. Y'all gonna have to put some respect on Dolly's name. Rolly came out, and her and Diamond ran 4 rounds. Apparently, Rolly used her weight, and a piece of Diamond's braid had got ripped, and you could see her scalp a little bit. Slim and Rolly did not fight, and I heard that Janisha called Rolly a bully. And according to my friend, it was just dialogue between Slim and Rolly, but it was taking forever, and Lemmy came outside and said, wrap it up because it's 5 a.m. Slim was crying and screaming that she hates Rolly. I was told that Jayla and Big Lex were fighting each other, and the fight went to the ground, and they were biting each other. Ill. And apparently, Jayla got bit in the face. And I don't know what Jayla tastes like. She must taste like hot wings because she always getting big. Big legs, Gretchen, she always having something going on. But after that, Jayla went to the back and never came out again. It was some jumping going on, though. I heard that Jaden tried to jump into some random fight, but security picked her up immediately. Emma and Scotty did not fight. They said Emma came on stage and wanted to make up immediately. Nunu was sitting pretty and she didn't fight nobody. Yoshi was there, but she didn't even really talk, like she was just there. Santana was doing his job and clocking tea as usual. All this stuff about Santana being attacked is not true. And the audience gets mad at Janisha because she said she had a treat for them, and Bobby said that it was Krishan and it really was Slim. And the audience was like, but yeah, that's all I know. And that's what I was told. Remember, I was not there. That's what I was called and told what had happened. So if it don't happen like that, do not blame me. Y'all know I'm not a capper or a liar, none of that. I don't need to do that. So yeah, that's it. I'm going back to sleep. Good night.
Okay. Y'all want to go in order?
Yeah.
Because he
Best
did
way.
leave he did say, I think, like 2 more things that's not on here. I was trying
The
to
jumps.
go through the list as he went through the list.
The jump.
Yeah, but we could talk about it. All right, let's start off with yes, because out of all the things that have happened, I haven't been seeing much about Ivory, but I've been seeing Natalie, DTB, and I've been seeing Taseki and Dolly. So let's talk about Natalie versus DTB. I already seen the comments how y'all on my girl head and how she deserved to be smacked.
Who your girl? Oh, Natalie. I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
And she
Sometimes
deserved it.
she
did.
She deserved it.
That was
Finally,
long
Shawnee
overdue.
O'Neal got smacked, and I'm happy.
Not Shawnee O'Neal.
Diamond did what she needed to do, because it's been a long time coming when it came to Diamond and Natalie.
Chin,
Natalie,
tap that chin.
Exactly.
She had that coming. She had
Because
that
when
coming.
Natalie had her tooth running around with it, bitch, you would have got beat up right then.
Yeah, she been playing with her since Caribbean. She said, "Ew, your tampon showing." Like she's been
I forgot
mean
about
to
that.
her. Like, girl, get over it. I'm here. I'm on the show with you. What? I'm glad they ran it, but I low key don't think it's gonna be that spectacular because
Me either.
neither of them really have hands. At most, it'll be funny, but it won't be anything intense. You know what I'm saying? They don't have hands. Who do I see
Agreed.
winning? I'm sad to say who may win. But
Who was that, Natalie?
want that to be the case, but like, is Diamond gonna shock me? What's gonna happen?
I don't know. I hope Diamond got her.
I don't. That's
Regardless,
the thing with Diamond. I always place my ticket on Dime, but Dime didn't let my money go about 6 different fights. I had to stop betting on her, so I can't keep betting on Dime.
I can see Diamond winning. And the reason I say that is because, as we know, Natalie is the queen of head down swing. So,
What
and
has
Natalie loses
What has
balance.
DTB been doing lately?
But the difference is DTV could get the better. She get the upper hand if she just keeps her head up.
Natalie can
And I don't think
too.
she's worried.
Grant,
I
you're
don't think she's
wishing for
worried
a
about. I
lot.
don't think she's worried about. But with Diamond, when it comes to Taseki, comes to Rolly, those are different types of, I guess, fighters per se than Natalie. Natalie, I don't see anybody being scared of Natalie when it comes to fighting. So I can see Diamond at least keeping her head up with Natalie. Whereas Natalie, all she knows how to do is push that weight forward, head down swing, and hope she lands. So I can see Diamond doing something. It's not gonna be
I
a
think
good fight
they
like
fight
Ben
the
said, though.
same. I think Natalie and DTB fight the same.
They do, but I can
And they
see
both
Diamond.
big.
I can see Diamond switching her strategy over Natalie. But we'll see.
I could see what you said, like when you said fighting with the head down. It's kind of like, I guess they intimidated, so nobody really scared of Nat. I can see that if that happens, but who knows? Because Natalie said she definitely smacked her ass back. And why did TB got to sneak though? If you ain't scared, why you sneaking?
Because she knew she wouldn't get a fair
if
one
I
with
don't
Natalie.
sneak, she go run off the stage.
Yeah, you got to get her while she's not. While
Natalie
she
gonna talk
insecurity is
about
not
call me out
expecting
for
you.
a fair one. Girl, bye. You would have said no, just like you did on Caribbean. You ran. Oh no, no way you're fighting me. So if
Who
I
she
would have
said that
called
to
you
though?
out,
Diamond
She said that to
in the
DTB.
Instagram.
On
yeah, on
Caribbean?
Caribbean, she
She said
ran.
that to
She hopping over the
DTB.
couch. Oh God, you're not
Oh, on
fighting me.
the reunion.
Yeah, she was a
Yeah,
pumpkin.
she said that to Diamond because Diamond was. I think it was like right before she fought Taseki, and even after she
Yeah,
fought Taseki, she
it
was
was
like, "You're not about
after
to get
Taseki
me."
was still scared. Yeah.
I don't know, because like how Natalie described it is she was like, why would you take shots with me behind, like backstage? We all go out turned up together, you give me a hug and then you sneak me. It's like,
Of course,
She's
I
giving
was
Natalie a
plotting.
taste
I
of
was
her own
plotting and
medicine.
planning.
and
Of
Natalie
She's being
always
course, I'm
fake
says
gonna
she
too.
don't
drink your
respect
liquor.
nobody
Of
who
course,
be
I'm gonna drink your
sneaking.
liquor. Of
She's
course,
being
I'm gonna
fake
sip
too.
with
And
you.
shout out to Meg. I heard
Yeah.
Meg sponsored the alcohol with her chicas.
Yeah.
That bottle is
Chicas
nice.
tequila.
The packaging is.
I'm gonna try the Reposado. What? How you say it?
Reposado.
There we go. I'm gonna try that because I heard that's smooth. That's what
Yeah,
she said. Anyways,
She just gave Natalie a taste of her own medicine. Just like just like she always did. She's just being fake with her. You gotta fake it till you make it. And she made it.
Yep.
I suppose. If y'all like
we
it,
don't
I
know how
love it.
good it was. We don't know how good it was, but she got something apparently. She got a lick in.
Do y'all think that DTB versus Rolly started because Rolly was kind of probably trying to defend Natalie?
No.
Y'all don't think so?
They friends again?
Oh, should we fighting 5, 6, 7, 8 times for what? What are they fighting for?
I don't
That
know.
many rounds, I wonder why.
She probably mad
6
still.
to 7 rounds. Yeah, what could they be fighting about? Because like
Y'all
thought they had
anything
made
about
is
the audition?
oblivious. Rolly says she got the Gucci, the third leg. Rolly made all those.
Oh, I forgot
that
about
was before.
y'all. I
I
can't
don't forgot
believe
about that.
y'all.
Indeed, we forgot all about that.
Completely forgot about that.
It's
That was what,
real,
2 or 3 weeks ago.
real feud. These girls are really going there. They're talking about the cooter cats. They're going there, okay?
Yeah, it's all right. I totes forgot. It's a lot going on in life right now, you know?
A lot.
Okay, well, I guess 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Who y'all think won?
Depending on
Who got the
how
best
down in the
of?
body fights. If she backs up like she did that first round, she can get it. But if she goes into the paint and try to get in there with Rolly go get it.
Listen, Linda, if you know Dime, you know she lost.
made a
Diamond
couple
only
minutes.
asks for a replay when she doesn't win. When Diamond has finished you and ended you, she won't need multiple rounds. I promise you. It's Sister Dime calling for all these reruns back to back to back to back. Rolly sat on her, and she lost.
What do y'all
Apparently,
think
Rolly
about
yanked
this?
her braid out of her head.
Oh, bitch, I'm sorry. I would have
When
to
she
scout
sat on her,
what hair Rolly had.
Okay, she mad because she ain't got no hair.
I would have to come up from behind and just hold on to that bitch. I'm not even swinging no more. I'm just pulling.
Yeah,
I would have
shoulda
put my
got her
foot on
hair
her
back
big
for
back,
sure.
and I would have been
Yeah.
pulling.
You should have got her hair back.
I would have been pulling the whole time.
Mhm.
Pull hair whole time. That's what I would have been doing. After that, bitch, I ain't even worried about swinging. My foot would have been on your chest or your back.
That's what Billy said about Slim, because she pulled hair whole time. She called Slim from jail.
Yeah, I saw that, but I didn't watch that, but I
The
saw
Big
that.
Lex versus Anna. The fans are probably happy now that Anna finally got to fight Big Lex. But from what Anna was saying on Twitter, but I don't know if it's true, but she basically saying that Big Lex and Summer were jumping her or whatever. And I think Jayla had jumped in at one point, and that's why Jayla and Big Lex end up running around after that.
You finally jumped in like she wanted to do in that last episode.
Yeah. That's
But
what
Anna,
Anna was
yeah.
tweeting.
And
Like,
that's
I feel like
and that's
it was like 30 minutes before we got on live. Anna was
and that would
tweeting.
be the because I feel like Jayla was pump faking in the one that we're gonna see this weekend because it was 2v2. Was it 2v2? Yeah, it was Scotty and Anna versus Summer and Lex. If it's Lex and Summer versus Anna, that would make sense for Jayla to want to jump in and fight to even it. But fighting, the thing is with Lex, even though I can't even fault Lex for that, because her and Anna, they essentially, this has been brewing. They both been talking about each other, so I can't be mad at her for that per se. But then again, what are you gaining from fighting a little girl that you know you can beat? Like, what really are you gaining from that?
Yeah, they said the trio was jumping all through the reunion. But also,
did they jump in to help Doll? Did anybody jump in to help Sister Doll?
Good question.
Summer and Dolly jumped somebody. Somebody said.
I'm talking about Tasiki.
Y'all gonna say, let's see, because if Summer,
They said they
and
ain't want to run
Lex,
it with Tasiki. That's what the streets are saying. The streets saying that I guess after they jumped Anna, Taseki wanted to run it with Lex, but Lex turned down the fade.
So you can jump.
That would have
You
been a
can jump
good
little
one.
girls, but you can't jump.
But
the
I
one
don't
that
believe
is
it.
the
But
biggest.
that's what Street said.
That's why I say. That's why I say Dolly out of the trio is the one that is the most likable. Because I will say one thing about her, she stand on it, and if she wants to fight, she gonna fight. And her getting out, I'm about to jump the gun, but her getting out and actually fighting and running rounds with Tasiki, running rounds with Ivory. You get my respect for that. If we see Lex turn down a fade with Tasiki after she been pumping how, oh, I'm gonna beat you up, I'm gonna do this to you, I'm gonna do this to you, Jazz. Beating girls that you know are easy, but turning down somebody who would be a challenge. You're talking about how she said all season, somebody, Paula ain't competition, Tasiki's your competition. If you want to go jump with Dolly and go take down the real competition.
So Starwell said Dolly and Taseki fought at the same time as Summer, Anna, and Lex apparently. So maybe that's the reason why they didn't jump Taseki, because it was all going on at the same time.
But if Taseki asked for the fade, was that during the fight?
That's true.
It might have been after they got done fighting and she realized that they got jumped and she was like, okay, come on, Lex, I need that. And Lex probably turned it down. But I gotta see all of this to believe it, because you know so many stories.
Be lying. That's the thing that I've been saying all day. Everything that's been coming out, you've seen so many different versions of what's been happening.
So many different versions.
Oh, I heard that version.
Mel was there. Now she's not there at all.
Yeah, Mel was there. Mel was then beating Tasiki's ass. Then Mel,
Mel put an end
and Mel didn't even get on the stage to see Tasiki.
Right.
Yeah,
like,
Mel
what are y'all talking about?
She said that she was backstage and somebody knocked on her door and she opened it up.
It was
and
Tink, wasn't it? Tink.
Yeah, and I guess Ivory was waiting
supposedly
in the hallway or something. She felt like she was about to get jumped, so she left.
She was. They was going to jump Mel. They don't like the now and TV girls.
Yeah.
That's actually the next altercation, Devian. I hope I said that right. Big Legs versus Jayla. No shade, Grant. How do you feel about Big Legs biting Jayla? I feel like it's some sick jealousy with these girls with Jayla because she's beautiful.
I tried to tell y'all, I've been saying it since last season. I think I said it really this season. That's a lot of these girls' MO. They want to tear up Jayla's face. And for them to continue to scratch, continue to bite, and there's no excuse for that. If you're asking me, there's no excuse to be biting somebody, like at all, at all. And it's disgusting too, and especially to bite somebody in their face. Like, do you not understand what you possibly could be doing to that person? Don't nobody know what's in your mouth, and then not only that, people's blood. Exactly, that's disgusting. And if that is in fact true, and Jayla did not come back, I don't blame her. Go to the hospital.
If Lex really bit that girl face, I mean, I was already done with her. But it's kind of like, what the fuck is wrong with you in real life? What the fuck is wrong with you in real life? Because at this point, y'all are mad that I'm beautiful, and you just can never. Why are y'all coming for my face?
Jayla has apple cheeks, so she wanted to get a bite of the apple.
No.
But they said that they was biting each other.
I know. She was biting Lex up too. She said, I'm tired of getting chewed up.
So who y'all think bit first?
Lex. I don't see Jayla biting nobody first.
Jayla and Lex bit her back.
I don't think Jayla would bite after being big, maybe prior to, but I don't know.
It's a new skill unlocked. Biter.
Because you see when Gretchen and her was fighting, Gretchen took the chunk out of her. That's when Jayla at the reunion, after she was clawing at Jayla and getting her hands in her mouth, that's when she then started biting. That's a retaliation. I only see that being a retaliation on Jayla's end.
It's a retaliator.
Lena, send the vid. It depends on how long it is.
Y'all watching this video with the audience. Where'd it go? Yeah, send us that video. Does it seem like a credible?
It's the video I sent y'all in the group chat. I sent it in the Discord too.
The one that was
the guy who's in the car. He's talking about
screen.
Bad Dolly.
Yeah, I just yeah, I don't. Right? No, not no. No. It's the biting in the face for me. I just couldn't, especially in the face. Yeah, it's like, what, girl, bye.
Taking a bite out of
looking ass bitch. Like, no. Anyways, hey, Ness, how you want to bite? That's what it is. Summer versus Scotty. Like Isaiah said, okay, ice cream so good for real. Like Isaiah said though, when it comes to Summer and Scotty, if it's the same thing that happened in Hawaii, y'all can keep it.
It will be. It will be, girl. They said Scotty fell twice. I said, what? Look, skill unlocked. Summer was kicking. Period. Summer said, I'm going to kick you, ho. She kicked Scotty down twice. Good.
They said it was a wardrobe malfunction too. That
On
happened. That's why
Tasiki.
they both kept falling or something like that.
Oh,
On
I thought
Scotty.
they said Tasiki.
And then I
wardrobe.
saw. Then they say this is another one where they jump, where Lex and Summer jump. I saw somebody
Yes,
say
they
Lex
try
and
to
Summer
jump Scotty. And I think Anna,
as well as Anna. Yeah,
Anna try to jump in.
I'm trying to find. Did y'all see what Natalie was wearing?
I don't know. I thought when
Yeah.
Anna posted her face, it was gonna be worse.
Me too. And for
I
her to
was
not be
expecting
that,
worse.
I'm like, y'all jumping
I was
her. and
expecting
she's
her to
still
have at least
looking-
3 knots.
No one was
Speaking of
knotted up
knot,
from the good union. Yeah.
Lex had a knot on her eye.
Oh.
It was a little puffy.
It was a knot.
It was a little puffy.
So it's funny that the three that talked about knots, Jayla, Ivory, Lex now, have all been knotted this season. Ivory got knotted earlier in the season. Jayla's about to get knotted at the end of the season. And it looks like Lex got a knot. It's the knotted season.
Not the laugh. What? I'm looking for this. I'm trying to find
the Knot Sisters. You got it. The trio.
G is on her neck all the time.
I'm just keeping it real. It was a knot. Come on. We're going to call a spade a spade. A knot is a knot. Just
I
like
can't
Jayla
find it,
gets
but basically
knotted up.
Natalie is wearing lingerie, and I was like, "Girl,
It's Balenciaga.
is it? I don't care."
It is Balenciaga. She posted the receipts on her.
I was just like, "Where the hell her clothes
like
at?"
$5,000 for that outfit.
Where the hell her clothes at? That's all I was thinking. Taseki versus Dolly. This is the other big fight that has been making its rounds around the internet. I heard, and I think y'all heard the same thing because I watched y'all videos that y'all posted in the chat, that Dolly kept up.
I believe it.
Round 2,
Because-
I heard round 1 she dropped. They said from the first 3 punches, her body dropped.
The reason why.
No, but
the reason why.
Taseki fighting from trauma, y'all. She even said it on her story. She said, I apologize to her because she didn't deserve what I gave her with what I'm going through. I told y'all she fights from trauma. She not fighting like these other girls. She fighting from pain.
I believe a portion of what has been said in terms of Taseki and how she's acted in terms of the result of the fight. Because if we sit and think about the first 2 reunions, when the reunion was done filming, where was Taseki? She was on live.
Oh, yeah, with Anna and them, and they was running down the hallway.
On
all
East
happy.
and on Caribbean.
Yeah, Caribbean.
She
yeah.
was roaming the streets talking about how she did Diamond in.
Popping it.
This reunion is the first time she was not on live.
All she did was posted
a boomerang or a picture with the filter on, and the rest has been screenshotted text message. Well, the screenshot text.
No, she got on video.
Well, I didn't.
She did get on video. She was
But it
eating
wasn't.
like a crab
It
claw or
wasn't
something.
fresh. But when did it come out? Like a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
It's still today.
It wasn't fresh. That's my point.
Oh.
The other 2, it was directly after they finished filming. It was right early in the morning. I remember last season, I was working, watching it, which was early in the morning when they just
But
finished.
gee, Dolly hasn't posted herself at
I was just
all.
about to get
What's
to it.
going
I
on
was just
with
about to
Mr.
get
Knowles?
to it. Because she
What's
been
going
saying
on?
too that she ain't got no damage. She ain't got. Where is your picture? Where is your face?
She gotta let that knot go
some
down.
damage. Yeah,
That's
got
what I'm
some damage.
saying. I believe both of them. I believe, shockingly to me, I do believe. I'm gonna believe that it might not have been a cakewalk, which is shocking to me. I said Dolly was gonna get beat, but I didn't see. I don't want to say I didn't see her keeping up because she kept up in that round that they ran on the show.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was going to be a cakewalk for Taseki, and it seems like it wasn't. But we'll
I didn't
see.
Yes,
think it was
I
going to be
agree
a
with this
cakewalk at all.
comment. Starwell, people only want more fades when they didn't do their big one. And Tasiki,
Yeah.
I've heard from multiple people say she wanted to keep running it with Dolly, but they said legally only 2 rounds with Sister Siegs.
But they let Diamond and Rolly run 6 to
E.T.
7.
Oh, well, what's Rolly? I mean,
But
Rolly versus.
you can't let X, Y, and Z run 6 to 7 rounds, but then not let them
I
run,
mean, come
But
especially
on.
when they both
Please
also,
want
say
to.
so.
Seki run like
Yes.
ran 4 rounds with ET.
DM me the
And
video
they both
or
want to run the
picture.
rounds. Let them both run it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
so I
Dolly
don't
would have
think
ran it.
I don't think Taseki wanting to run another round
She did.
is her losing. I think she wanted to teach her a little more.
She was finished. Remember
And
when
I don't
she
know
was
why they
finished with
wouldn't.
Jelly Beans and T Love and ET? She wanted more from Dolls.
But they should have let them run it too, because they saw what E.T. and Taseki's fights on East made that the best reunion, because they ran multiple rounds too. And you got 2 girls that can fight, and then you got the other 2
Where we go?
on this season that can fight. I don't know where we went, but the other 2 on this season that can fight too.
I'm in
Why
my
would you
editor
not?
bag.
Why would you not let them run it until they're tired?
I mean,
'Cause that's what
Dolly
we want to
was
see.
tired. Tasiki wasn't tired. I don't know if Dolly versus Tasiki is Dolly's first fight or final fight. I'm not sure.
They said she was fighting.
She was fighting.
Mm.
She
Like
kept
then she
to her
fought
word.
Ivory too.
Yeah, she was fighting
So Ivory was after Tasiki?
I think so.
because they said she ran up
Wow.
on Dolly.
Yeah,
Let
she
me-
ran
She
up
was on
on
the
Dolly
couch.
while Dolly was sitting down or something.
Before y'all go to the next one, let me see what this one's talking about. Oh shoot.
Giving you 1 hit or 2 hits, that doesn't make a tie. Ho, you could never type me.
Oh,
I'll always let you get 1 or 2 hits. Why? Because I'm a, you know what I'm
G
gonna
is
do.
right.
That's why I felt bad. I felt bad because she got beat up and it wasn't even worth it. The way her got beat in front of her homies, respectfully, wasn't worth it. That's why I feel bad. I said I made you box, baby. Bitches can't even box. Bitches can't even sit up with me. What are you talking about? I'm dang. She didn't even really do anything, but say she's taking a title. What title? What title are you talking about, bitch? Bitch, I felt bad because I beat the brakes off this. Me giving you 1 hit or 2 hits, that doesn't make a tie.
So what's she talking about this tie?
No, because they keep saying that her and Dolly tied.
Well, what she meant if 1 to 3 hits don't mean we tied. So did Dolly get some hits in? She's saying?
Yeah, but like
Yeah, she
also
said
ET
it.
got hits
Okay.
in. Like
Yeah.
ET had I could have sworn that she made Taseki
It's
bleed a
not,
little bit.
yeah.
Yeah, her mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, like
that's the
but
thing, you know-
even then, just because you make me bleed a little bit don't mean that you want to fight.
Right. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Just because you got a few hits in, like Taseki has been saying this since she fought ET. She said, "I'm gonna let you get your hits in because I want to see what you're working with." Then
Okay,
I'm
okay.
She did say that. She said, "I let you get some hits in because that's what eaters do," with that
Yeah.
Baltimore accent. But yeah, I believe this one's probably the one I'm most looking forward to. I feel like this one's gonna be a good one. I really want to see Dolly healed because it sounds like her hands are good. They were healed, ready to go. We can really see what she's really about, as her fans have told me all season.
Dolly said we getting Dolly from the auditions. She even got the same hairstyle.
Hold up. Since you said that, I've seen
I
rumblings that she
agree,
had them
Starwell.
rings on them fingers. Do y'all think she had
Mhm.
rings on them fingers?
I heard she bust Tasiki forehead, but I didn't see any wounds on Tasiki, so I don't know if it's
Yeah.
true.
I would wear rings too. The guy look like a fool. No,
I would have
Hair.
rings on all 4 fingers.
all of them.
Y'all
All of
grimy.
them. All right, what was y'all talking
I'm
about?
just saying,
Ivory.
grimy or
Y'all
not,
talking
bitch, you
about
want to fight
Ivory.
me? Back up.
I
Fight
haven't heard a
fair.
lot about Ivory.
I am fighting fair.
Not with rings on a one-on-one.
Yes, I am.
Fuck no.
Bitch, if you run up on me and you sneak me,
If you
you
about
don't know
that
what I
life
got
and
on
you
me.
claim that you really
Bitch,
got them
whatever I
hands,
hit you
don't
with is
take
what I
your
hit
rings
you
off
with.
your fingers.
Wherever I
Uh-uh.
hit you with is what I hit you with. Okay?
You can't talk
These
tough.
rings
You
are
can't
instilled
talk
on
tough
my
and then
hand.
have
I pay
rings
for
on
them.
your
They're a
fingers.
part of me. Like a tattoo.
That's some punk shit.
He
That's
said
some
these
punk
rings are a part of me.
shit.
Yes! I can't be mad at it.
Hell
I pay for
no.
them. Okay? I'm going to
These
wear
are my
them.
add-ons. Yes.
What?
Mhm.
that you go get enough for running up.
Punk shit. That's what I wish Jayla did. But that's some punk shit to me. On a one-on-one, please get them fists out,
baby,
and get the swinging
punk
with that.
or not, I'm not bleeding. You are.
Then you would have to bleed the way Tommy wants you to bleed. Because if you're doing that with me, we about to get
because
down
I got
for
that
real.
too in the trunk.
We about to get down for real.
You talking about
real
Tom.
blood.
But look, I ain't hear no rumblings about her. Now look, word on the curb is she ain't make it to the good union. How y'all feel about that?
She took their people money.
I wouldn't come either.
Yeah.
I am.
Uh-oh. What's going on?
Don't mute. All of that.
Don't mute after we heard the conversation. John.
Not dumb you. Baby, we about to play the game after this, okay?
Oh, you're playing. Oh.
We playing 2K.
Oh, come on. I'm trying to get on. I'm gonna bring some snacks.
Come on. I play Overwatch 2. I play Marvel Rivals, Fortnite.
Oh, the rivals. We gotta go off. Yes.
Oh my God, this was the best news I ever heard all day. Tinka is actually pregnant, which means she won't make it to Africa. Woo-hoo-hoo. So
Who said that? I can see her going to Africa.
Did you not see her belly?
Pregnant?
Y'all don't think that wouldn't stop her?
They gonna start Africa in at
Krishan did a
least 2
season
months.
pregnant.
She ain't gonna be.
Does
She's
Tink
not
have the
Krishan.
same
She's
type
not
of
coming on pregnant.
credentials as Krishan? Do we love them the same?
No. Do we hate them the same? Absolutely.
Do we? I don't know. I think it's different.
I guess I'm gonna show this video about Ivory, and then we could talk about the jumps. And I do want to hear y'all thoughts about Krishan, because never mind.
Yeah, what's ew?
Did
What in the crustaceans?
No, we slimming bitches on the ground eating them.
I need her to lift that bonnet up.
Right, she brought it all the way down to the ground.
No,
Well, her makeup's still intact. Her makeup looks
I got no
good.
makeup, bitch. I did my shit. No, we slimming bitches on the ground eating them.
Crustacean wig.
She said slam somebody on the ground. Who she slam on the ground?
Big
She said,
Lack
no knots, bitch.
and was making.
Oh,
her
did y'all
up.
hear that she knocked Summer into the TV and uppercut?
I
her?
did. Somebody on Twitter said she pushed her all the way into the TV. I can believe it. Somebody said that she was Nowadays TV Ivory at this reunion. They said I saw somebody say that she did not lose not one round, and they said she got licks this time.
Don't piss me off, Suki.
That's what I'm telling you. I wouldn't be shocked if that girl is still there pregnant.
Don't piss me off.
Oh my
See, the
God!
biggest thing,
And
you
Tinka
have-
gets
you have
that
good
role of
mental.
house mom. So every time something happens, they go back to the house and tell Tink, "Lord, have mercy." No.
Yeah, Sean, you're wrong.
It's right
The
up above
next
that, right?
scratched up.
That
That's
eye.
like me after my man. Okay.
Okay.
Not legend with wounds. What shot wounds coming out the bedroom? That ain't supposed to happen.
Sometimes you gotta wear that necklace, okay?
Well, wait a
You
minute.
you gotta wear them hands like a
From
necklace.
choking, or is it like passion marks?
You gotta wear them hands like a necklace.
That's too tight. And then
I
I'm a
like
brown
it.
skinned person. If I'm getting wounds like that,
Well,
it's help needed.
I'm like
You
caramel.
might be lighter. Yeah, you might be of a lighter tone. Yeah, but they didn't work. If I'm wounded and red, they didn't did some work. So that's a lot, legend. Go off.
I like it.
Yeah.
Turn me up.
All right, let's talk about the jumps. The jumping. Here go Legend Homegirl. His favorite homegirl.
50 Shades of Black. Go back to Philly.
She got out there. She got out there with the biggest of them.
With the biggest. No, it's wait.
She is one of the heaviest hitters.
Oh,
Like,
Suki said all her videos Tasiki has on filters.
she said, Automax says, Lex jumping in because I'm beating your friend up corny. Then getting mad because Jayla jumped in after you jumped in on my one-on-one is funnier. Bitch, you a hypocrite in a dick rider. I'ma pop my shit about you, about how fake you are, and every time, bitch.
When
I didn't hear any lies.
When Tifa called it out,
And when
after they
Tifa called
jumped
this
me,
bitch out
they
after they
ain't
jumped me, bitches ain't want no smoke. Ha ha ha.
This comment right here. Yo, Taseki called Lex out and Lex ducked it. I believe it.
Is you liking it?
Of course. Why would I not? This the same girl that's been jumping all season. They learned that from your little bunch. From your little bunch, ma'am. Y'all don't know how to take 1v1 phase to save y'all lives.
Where was Biggie?
Oh yeah, that's
They
something
said
that
Biggie ran off set and
I'm
tried to
sorry, we
fight
wouldn't be
somebody in
sister
the
cousins
audience.
anymore. We wouldn't be sister cousins, baby. You getting this on no garka boom. No more, bitch.
Now, do y'all
I'm blowing
see? Do
you
y'all
up,
now
you big
see
bitch.
why I don't get my foot off of her neck? Because this is supposed to be your sister, as
What
Legend
neck?
just said. She got a lot of necks. What you mean, what necks? But
Maybe your foot is on her back.
Yeah, people are mad
regardless,
that Biggie ain't help.
regardless, your friend is getting jumped, and that's when you decide to run. That's wild.
But
know
if it
she
was
couldn't be my friend no more.
new, if it was new, Biggie would have jumped in to drag Sister
Mhm.
New. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess last thing before we take calls, Krishan, they said, like Isaiah said in his video, they said, we have a surprise for y'all. Krishan is here. Just
And
kidding.
then Slim came out.
Right. So allegedly, Krishan was supposed to come, but she said her rate was $200,000.
Yep.
And they said no. What do y'all think about the $200,000? $200,000.
As you said, she
200K.
needed the money.
Of
The money done
course.
ran dry.
Just
Of course
sit
it
there
is.
in order.
And I think it
What
was
would she get
Kaya,
200K for?
if I'm not mistaken. She was like, "Baby, your clout is gone. You're not worth $200,000."
But they
Honestly.
paid for that premiere episode. And do you think the views wasn't viewing? So they
No.
decided not to pay her that amount again? She told a big family secret. She did a humiliation ritual to get her coin, but they said the views didn't run up.
I can believe it. And it wasn't a
Nah,
well-received
Ivory dropped
episode
Lex
either.
the second
They
round.
definitely didn't pay her $200,000.
Yes, I love it. Ivory, do it again.
Then she has
What she did?
Yeah,
She dropped Lex
Probably.
the second
She
round.
always
Do it again,
ever
Ivory.
since Zeus paid
She
her
dropped who?
200K, she
Lex.
hasn't gone beneath 200K.
Oh, great. Can't wait to
That's
see
how
it.
you do it. That's how you do it.
What the hell am I looking for? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put the thingy in here. Figure that out real quick. I've never done calls before, y'all, so bear with me. If you got something to get off your chest, go ahead and click the link. Call in. Let us know what you got to say. We're gonna take a couple calls. I don't really have a set number, but we are gonna be timed.
Yeah.
Cause we got about a good little 15, 20 minutes to get some calls in. Click the link.
I am
Let's
looking
do-
forward to seeing Diamond and Bad Dolly at the reunion.
We know Jay. That's Jay's girl. Dolly
I'm looking
Dolly.
forward to seeing Ivory and Anna and Mel. I'm not going to see much of Mel, but hey, I will see her there.
We got a couple people in the back. It's some of y'all faves. We got Kaya and Lena. Go ahead, Jen. Because I can't say her name without saying it.
Lena. Yes. Let's get into this tea.
Hey y'all.
Oh,
hey y'all.
Hey.
I love it. I
This
love
is
how
my
y'all
corn
do my
starch.
intro. I love it. Thank you.
I'm so yeah. I'm sitting here. Y'all eat my cornstarch. I just got off of work.
Oh, hell.
Shit.
She's a cornstarcher.
What does
Full
cornstarch
of
taste
moon.
like?
It tastes
I
like
don't want to know.
Legend.
I
What
don't
does it
want to
taste
know.
like? Legend. What does it taste like again? I can't explain it. You can explain it.
What tastes like? Cornstarch? It don't really taste like nothing. It tastes like
hot milk.
flour, I guess. Like it doesn't really have much of a taste. It's more of a
Flour?
texture. It's more like a
Is that like
texture. To me.
Oh yeah, movie. I wanted to say that was me that tweeted that about Krishan about that 200,000, and I made a TikTok video the other day. I said, Krishan, honey, I don't know who you think you are, sweetheart, but we don't care about you no more. You're not worth 200K. You're not even worth 100K. Maybe $20,000.
Now, come on, you know, if she would have came,
well, she
That would
was
have
not
ate. If
gonna
she
fight.
would have beat up Jaden, yes.
She was not going to fight to see. Krishan does not want to get beat
oh yeah,
up
she
on
definitely
national
wasn't.
For 200K, she would.
She
No,
was
she
Nah, I
wouldn't.
don't
She
think
know
so.
better.
200,000.
He's smarter than that.
She know better
She
than
would have had to fight
her
once I
sister.
paid that 200K. Girl, you cannot leave the premises. I'm holding you hostage. Get out of my
But
face.
Krishan has been wanting 200K since Baddies East because she was mad that they didn't pay her. Now, mind you, this is when she was at the height of her career on Baddies East. Now it's been went all the way down. Krishan is just bored and just looking for shit to do because Blueface is locked up, and I don't know how the hell that he's running a restaurant behind bars. But Krishan, we don't care about y'all no more.
But I'm not gonna lie. People would have tuned in to see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Tasiki, but Krishan is not gonna fight Tasiki, y'all. Like I'm telling y'all, she
And
gonna
I
fight
don't see
Jada.
Tasiki wanting to fight her.
Yeah, that's
Tasiki
on me.
knows she would tear her up, and I just don't see Tasiki wanting to fight her sister, even considering all of this.
I don't see her wanting to fight. I see she gonna go in there and fight Jada, but we don't care about. Okay, maybe some people care. I don't care about you and Jada's beef because it's tired and played out. This whole you two fighting with Blueface. I don't want to see that, and we know Jada can't fight. So what's the point?
Hold on, though. So they won't pay Krishan her rate, but y'all paying Rolly what though?
Right.
600K.
Bitch, I don't give a fuck about no Rolly.
600K
a year, y'all.
Oh,
Well,
I'm about to say, I know you fucking lying. I'm about to say, I know that they ain't giving that bitch no $600,000.
I don't think it was. Hold on, where did y'all get that number from?
She posted her taxes on her Instagram story.
That was throughout the year.
I'm about to do. I'm about to do the math. Let me do the math.
Yeah,
So
but
that's 2
600K
seasons a
for
year.
shit ain't not.
So that's 400K, and then the other 200 is what? From Instagram, social media.
So she getting paid 50,000, or did I do that wrong?
Well, wait. So if she did Baddies and Bad versus Wild that same year, that's 2 checks, right? And her show
She
came
got-
out that year.
But it
Oh
flopped.
yeah.
But it flopped. So
She
she
still got a
They
check
still had
for
to.
it,
They
though.
still had to pay her though. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all of that might accumulate to 600K. What you think?
So she did all that, and she still couldn't get herself a house. She waited till later to get you a house. What the fuck?
Tommy says she got a
Priorities.
condo for her and her son.
Priorities.
I don't understand these bitches. But yeah, Dolly, I'm ready to see. I don't want to judge. Dolly, where was this bitch in the house? Because now that TV Dolly seemed like she came out on this reunion, bitch.
She said them
You know,
hands.
with
She said them
They
hands was
said that
injured.
she fought. Did y'all talk about that? They said that her and Pretty P fought, and they said
Yeah,
that she
and
uppercutted
she
her. So
shattered Pretty P's nose.
P
Yeah.
thought she was gonna get dog like she did in the house.
Got her.
But that ain't magic. Like P thought she was gonna get dog like she was doing all in the house. And wasn't
Got
this
her.
case. In this case, boo. Still like you, P, but yeah.
I'm not entirely shocked though, because when you think about
You
their
know?
fight, it was one or the other. Like one time one would get the other, so it's not
But
shocking.
you also got to think about Dolly was trying to get her face back anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So she had to do what she had to do. But I hope Tasiki boxed the fuck out of her.
I heard she
Did y'all
did.
hear
I
that,
heard it was only 3 punches round 1. Dolly dropped. 3
Mm.
punches. Jelly Bean dropped too. I wonder what it feel. No, I don't wonder what it feel like. But
Did y'all hear that? Yoshi
if you
was there?
dropping like that, damn.
Well, Tasiki got heavy hands, so that doesn't surprise me though. Did y'all hear that Yoshi was there and she ain't do shit again?
Girl, she was skiing.
What was she supposed
She
to
was
do?
sitting in the little corner of the couch. Sitting on the corner
I
of the
would have
couch.
sat there and ate my popcorn as well. Get my check.
And I know
eat
I'm not
my
coming back
popcorn.
next season, so I'm not about to fight nobody.
Exactly.
What they
Would've
gag
sat
her
right
Yoshi
there
for
looking good.
Africa. Yoshi for Africa.
Oh no, ma'am.
Maybe Yoshi for home. 'Cause
Movie lady,
that's
that's
where
your
I'm
girl?
going. Home. That's where she
I got what happened?
I said, ain't that your girl?
Who? Yoshi? What happened? Who said that?
I thought you
Who
liked her
said
the little bit we
that?
saw her on the show. I thought you
We
said
don't know nothing to like.
she cute girl, but she gives us nothing. Is that
I
Biggie
think if
Graham?
she would have stayed, I think if she would have
Biggie.
stayed though,
You know, Nomi loves
I
saying
think
that. You
Anna
gotta look
would
at
have
the
tried to
comments.
pick
Nomi
her
tell
up.
me every week.
Oh my God, y'all!
Yo.
We got to talk about Biggie's punk ass. She let Anna get jumped. I heard that from 3 people. They told me that Biggie
Again,
let Anna
let me say that. Let me say this. I don't give a fuck about Biggie not fighting it for Anna. Where do Anna be when Biggie be fighting? I keep saying that.
Anna be there. Anna be
standing on the side. Exactly.
She didn't jump in with J.O.
I said Anna be helping Biggie.
But that wasn't a fight to jump in.
Don't.
That wasn't a fight to jump in because Biggie ain't even fighting.
I think jumping is different than a one-on-one. If my friend is getting jumped, I'm jumping the fuck in. I do not care.
Anna was getting
A one-on-one is different. J.O. versus Biggie, okay, I can understand. But like, if I see my friend getting jumped, I'm jumping in. Like, if I see January getting jumped, I do not care how big the bitch is. I'm jumping in.
Bitch, put them hands up.
But they say,
you
but
big
people want
dog,
to
put them hands up.
No, people want to say, but guys, you know Biggie. They said, guys, you know Biggie's not a fighter. She went out a fighter. She jumped through.
She could have done something. She could have broke it
She could
up.
have peeled them bitches
She
off.
could have did what she did, right?
You're not a good friend, Lena. Would you
I don't give a fuck.
Would you have friends?
I'ma tell my friend just like this. You got that fucking mouth, put them fucking hands up. Bitch, you ain't with me in no shit.
I'm sorry.
Not on
The
2-on-1.
very next day, Lena will be blocked.
And would be blocked, life would go on.
Lena will be blocked, and I'll be beating down your block next.
I will
Lena,
forever
was
tell
spin the
that
block,
bitch.
and we would have to run around.
Look, so Lena, if your friend was getting jumped by like 2-3 people, you
Lena,
wouldn't
we
jump
would have
into
to run
your
around.
friend?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
If my
well,
friend sit there and watch me get jumped, once I get done getting jumped,
we can
you're
run
gonna
it
feel
afterwards.
how I felt.
We can run it afterwards. But like I was telling you,
I'm gonna jump
shut
you.
your fucking mouth. You don't want to get jumped, shut that fucking mouth.
So Lena, if your friend was getting jumped and stumped, you would not help your
Let
friend.
me tell you about my friends.
Stomp
My
out.
friends ain't gonna put themselves in predicaments and think I'm gonna be Captain Save a fucking hoe. I am sorry. We're grown. Be a grown woman and handle yours. Put them hands up.
That's true.
Wow.
Get out
But
there.
I jump.
Get out there.
What a job. Look, first and foremost, Anna runs that mouth too much and she inserts herself into bullshit. You wouldn't get jumped if you would shut the fuck up.
Oh,
period.
That part.
I did say,
but she still get
that
out
I
there and
didn't
runs
feel
her.
bad.
I don't give a fuck what she do. Get your ass jumped. You running that mouth, bitch. Put them hands up.
She got a big mouth
I
too.
did
Her
say-
mouth real big.
Yeah,
But
I
she
did
got out
say
there
I
and
don't
ran it
feel
with big
bad for
legs
Anna. I
in
said that.
Oh
summer.
well. She should
But
run it.
Anna was
Big mouth or
talking about
not,
that
she
stuff.
still
She
stands
should
on
run
hers.
it.
She stands on
She
her
should run
perimeter.
it.
She
She
stands on her
should run it.
perimeter. She stands on
That
her
bitch don't
Q's
stand on
in
shit,
her
Deji.
P's and
But
dots
she
her
stand on
I's.
That
little
bitch
shit.
stands
her
on
T's.
bullshit.
She stands on BS.
Not too much on
Fuck
Miss
her.
Anna Mac.
But fuck Anna because
Anna
I don't
fucking
like her.
whack.
Fuck Anna. Fuck Anna.
Got attacked.
Fuck Anna.
Y'all hating on Miss Anna Mac. And that's
Baby, I ain't
okay.
hating. I'm just
Because
told
for
I'm
her to
holding
get jumped and
accountable.
for her to get so-called mopped and macked, her face looked clear to me.
Just
Oh
because her face
well.
don't have no, it doesn't mean.
Oh well.
I mean,
about
but
your clear face.
Big Lex is known as the
got your
heaviest
ass
hitter, and she
jumped.
knotted Ivory up multiple times.
That's because Ivory has
Wow.
heavy hands. Ivory ain't got no heavy fucking hands.
Exactly.
Fuck Anna.
Nobody gives a fuck about
they
that little
sick of
ass,
her.
big mouth ass.
I mean, but y'all do because y'all speaking on her. Y'all haven't spoken on nothing else
No,
but
this
Anna
was
the
the
whole
this
time
was
y'all
the
been together.
topic. This was the topic of conversation.
Let's talk
That's
about
why
Biggie
we're
not jumping
speaking.
in for
Well,
Anna.
let's pivot.
Okay, let's
Pivot then.
What's next? What
Pivot.
next? What next?
What's going on with Tommy? That's what I want.
Tommy's at home.
I don't think she came. I think she played us. I think she played us to the good union.
They probably was gonna let her on there anyway, because they was probably
Her foot
scared.
broke. Yeah.
Yeah, but
They
I
was like,
have
we ain't got time to search this
yeah,
bitch.
but like jumping back and I'll get off on her. I did say I don't feel all the way bad that she got jumped because she's been jumping all season. But I decided I side-eyed Biggie because Biggie, that's your cousin. And you ain't jumping to help your cousin out, bitch. What Joseline say? That bitch not your friend. So Biggie,
No.
Baby, they fake. When y'all learn that these hoes be fake with each other, everything will be right with the world.
no, Biggie be crying for Anna. She be like, I thought
Do she?
They always
do.
argue after a fight. Yeah,
definitely
they
do.
always argue.
I mean, I'm gonna be
Where
real
were
with you.
you
Like I
at?
said,
Where
just
were you
give me an
doing?
example of when Anna jumped in for Biggie other than Nunu.
Anna when she was going at it with
Y'all got an example? I'm waiting.
Jaden. She didn't
I
jump
don't.
in when she was fighting Jaden,
Who
but she
the
did
fuck
stick
is
up.
Jaden?
No, not that laugh.
Nah, that ain't a good example. I need a good
Yeah, but I think I don't think I
She
think it's
jumped
good,
in
but
when
I don't
she
think
fought
it's
Rolly.
When the fuck when was that?
At the reunion.
Oh yeah, because they was like, oh, let's run around and tie her ass.
Oh,
Biggie,
right.
not
When
Biggie
she
turning
turned
around.
around.
Anna jumped
And
in
she didn't throw
when
no
the
punches.
second ET was fighting
And
too.
she didn't throw no punches. Oh, okay.
She did throw punches. Actually, Rolly touched her a few times, and Anna touched Rolly a few times because when ET and
That's what she
Taseki
called
fought
her,
that first round,
monkey.
Oh, sneaking. Okay.
Oh,
they
she
were
did
both
call her a
fighting
monkey
each
in that
other.
point. Ooh.
Rolly
That
literally
wasn't no
almost
fight,
fell on
legend.
Anna.
Please
But that
stop
wasn't a
it.
fight, Legend. Please.
Please
That was
stop
not
the
no fight.
shit.
Please.
Stop the
They
bullshit.
was
Stop playing
tussling.
with me.
It was a
good
fight to
tussle.
their
Stop playing with
standards.
me.
But y'all can't
Smacking
move the
somebody in
goalposts
the
when
back
I
of the
give y'all
head
an
is a fight,
example.
Brett. Smacking somebody in the head.
That's
and
not
running
an
is a fight.
example.
That's
Sneaking
how they
is not
fight.
fighting. You
They
get no
can't
points for
fight.
sneaking.
Is
And
that
that's
a
all
fight,
that
Brent? How is
is.
Okay,
that a
and
fight in your
anytime Biggie has
definition?
jumped
Well,
in for
it
Anna,
don't mean
has
it's
it
a
really
fight for
helped that
them.
much?
I'd rather respect the bitch for running and standing on it than be sitting over there sneaking somebody. Like, bitch, what am I gonna do with that? What am I gonna do with that?
It's
I ain't
gonna
gonna
save
respect either
you.
one of those.
Rolly
Running or
fucking ate them kitty ass punches. Stop it.
Oh, did you hear Natalie said Rolly is going to be invited back and Diamond's not coming back?
Yeah.
Do we think
She
Diamond's
said
going to
that's
come
what a
back?
baddie do because she ripped her braid on her scalp. She said
Ooh,
Rolly's coming back for
that
sure.
sounded. Diamond, you done lost a tooth and you done lost a patch, bitch.
Girl,
Ooh.
they ripped her hair
Oh
out.
I
God.
mean, she wasn't coming back once
DTB.
she fought Natalie.
DTB, you don't need baddies.
I
Now I would say
mean,
I'm
Rolly
not team
came back.
DTB, but
ET
DTB, you don't
came
need
back.
baddies.
There's a
ET
lot of
didn't
girls
come
that
back.
come back. Tommy came back. There's a
ET
lot of
didn't
girls
come
that
back.
come
She
back.
came back for a scene, and that was it. She ain't came back for a whole season.
And that was only on Rolly's
And a
side.
reunion, a scene and a good union. Mm-hmm.
Where she at now? If they put her on Africa, I mean, shit, I don't know. But who they
I
gonna
really
bring
think
back?
they
ET
should
goes
bring.
Can they not? They
Africa.
better not bring
Yeah.
half the cast from this season back on Africa. I swear to God, they better
You
not
know
do
they
that.
will. Just because you said that.
Well, they're gonna be like Caribbean where we had like 30 bitches. I don't want to watch that.
That part.
I mean, I don't want to watch the
That
regular
part.
motherfuckers that be on there every fucking season.
Yeah,
I'm
we need.
over
They said
it.
allegedly.
Yeah.
This is alleged.
Okay.
This is alleged. They said apparently Biggie ain't coming. They said Biggie's fired because they saw she
I
was a
heard
punk
she got
ass hoe.
fired after that good union, yeah.
Yeah, they said she's
She
a punk
So
ass.
should.
they fired her because she ain't jumping for Anna.
Well, no,
Anna
she
is
didn't do
way well.
She
anything.
also
She
called
tried
out
to
an
fight
audience
she
member
tried to
too.
fight the audience. You can't fight them. They under contract.
They
Mm.
said they was gonna let her fight the audience, but
How
she
much y'all
turned
think
down.
they got paid? The audience members.
They get
Probably
paid.
1,000.
Apparently they
Okay.
got paid.
Oh, they
They
said that. I
do,
heard
yeah.
they get sued for $1 million if they spoil shit.
I did hear that Millie.
Well,
I did hear that
I
Millie.
put
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
that
Zeus,
video
y'all act
in
like
the
y'all Marvel. Y'all not
comments for
Marvel.
y'all. I don't know
Zeus,
if that's any new tea or not, but
What happened?
I put that video that I was watching before I got into the live. What I was about to say is I don't know if it's any new tea in that video other than what y'all probably already know. But right before I got onto y'all's live, I had to stop the video because somebody was like, "Of course, DTB and Siki didn't get in no fight, but they had a conversation, and the conversation was like I've been saying, the bitch don't fuck with that bitch because she's an attention seeker." She was saying that DTB be inserting herself in shit and be doing shit for attention.
who Diamond? Of course we
No,
know that.
DTB. Siki and
Of course we know
DTB.
that. Shit, we know that. We know Diamond's a competition to do shit for camera time. There ain't nothing new. But to see that's
Well,
what you like.
she ain't saying like as far as camera time. She's saying period.
Really? As well, to see that don't explain the reason why you don't like her, but you hang out with Biggie's corny ass.
No,
Just saying.
that is a fact. But Biggie don't be doing a lot of shit
That
for
Yo,
attention.
why
part.
does can you
That's
ask
the
me this?
difference.
Why does Tasiki and Anna hang out with Biggie knowing she's a punk?
But you can tell they both are low key getting sick of her. You can see it all through the season, especially with Tasiki.
Like
You can
doing
tell
all
she
that.
just tolerating her.
Honestly, I believe Tasiki is side of the both of their asses.
But all
I
that
agree.
crying that Biggie be doing and shit, like I'm tired. And Tasiki, you was too old to be hanging out with Anna. Like you what 30?
But you could tell she closer
Well, her
to
damn
Anna than
sister
she
is
is Biggie.
early 20s. What you talking about?
Look, she younger than
Krishan
we
and her
think.
sister don't talk.
She
Krishan
younger
and
than we
don't
think.
When
Look,
they
we
when they
think
were,
Tasiki is mid-30s. They said Tasiki 28, 29. They said that girl late 20s.
That
Y'all
bitch
see
ain't no
it?
late 20s. Please. Please.
I give it early 30s.
She give me
That's
auntie
what
vibes,
they
and I ain't giving that bitch no
But
late
then
She
20s.
give that
again,
to me too, but
you know what they say, life
I'm telling y'all, she
ages
got a
people.
story.
So
Yup,
now
she got a
Tasiki must be coming
story.
back for Africa, huh? I swear, if we
Oh
don't have to sit with 20
Lord.
more episodes of Tasiki not doing
I
that
don't think
and waking up at the
coming
reunion,
back.
I'm tired of that shit.
Y'all must forgot her daughter said you wasn't, because she said she wasn't even coming back.
That's what she says, and this she said this season
thought
she
that's
wasn't coming
why
back.
she was so angry.
Her daughter
Look,
said that it was like you quit. No, you wouldn't even. No, what she? I forgot what she said. But her daughter
you
was like, you
wasn't
ain't
going
even
back
coming back.
anyway. Wasn't you quitting
Exactly.
anyway? Yeah, I thought she was angry because she got fired, but it was because her brother got sentenced to prison. So that's why she came to the reunion on one. One of the Malones got arrested, y'all. People who know Baltimore, yeah. So that's why they said she was upset.
That's the trauma that you was talking about.
That's the trauma. Yep. She even made a post about it. She said Dolly didn't deserve the trauma I brought to her, or something like that. She made a story post. Yep. That's that Gemini up in her. She tore up and then she apologized. Sorry, sis.
I ain't apologizing for shit. Bitch, I be
Sorry.
But she has a habit of doing that shit.
I ain't
I'm right
apologizing
there
for
with
shit
you,
either.
Lena.
Oh, I forgot. She a major Gemini, baby.
But that's what she has a habit of doing that
If
shit.
I'm
After she
fighting,
fought
I'm not
ET, all of a sudden
apologizing.
she loves
Baby
ET.
G,
Sometimes I do feel bad
I ain't
though.
apologizing
You
for
knock
shit, bitch.
somebody
Should
out.
have been running that
Not a
mouth.
damn thing.
I
You
feel
was running
bad.
that mouth.
I
You
have
wanted
gotten
a
into some fights
rematch
and I've
and
done
you
felt
got
bad,
it.
and I've been like, "Dang, I'm sorry."
I ain't
I
never
wouldn't
feel.
have
If
gave
I
a
feel bad, I'm
fuck.
not fighting.
Movie Bay, did you put a 5-minute limit?
I put a 5-minute limit. Y'all got
after
5
the
more
fight.
minutes. That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
shit! I thought you.
No. Just cause
I'm ready to see Ivory though.
You love you some Ivory.
No, I'm not Team Ivory, but I just want to see. It's something
I don't
about
care for
heavy
Ivory.
hitting brawls.
Is
Oh, you
Ivory
love watching her
coming
fight.
back January 1st?
I
I
actually
know that's
never
right.
seen
What
Ivory
you
fight.
say?
I never watched. I don't watch Now That's TV.
You
You missing
don't?
out. I
No,
said,
I
Jay, you
don't.
think Ivory is gonna
I
come
feel like
back?
you'll like it.
Yeah, I
It
think
might
they're
be a
gonna
little
bring
too
Ivory to
ratchet. I never
Africa
liked
because
Daddy.
they know she'll crash out.
Movie baby, do we need to start a conversation too?
But Ivory, does she even got a
This
passport?
conversation's going on at work.
So, Grant, what you eat today? That's
The Popeyes.
chicken strips.
Not too much.
I had some China walk.
Oh, that sounds
for what?
That
good.
sounds good. I had me
China
some
walk.
egg foo young
I
earlier.
wonder why Mel didn't fight Tasiki then.
Cause Mel
She
was
Girl,
didn't
they
make it
said
out
they
to the
was trying to
stage.
set her up. They was trying to set Sister Mel
She
up to
said
get
that
jumped.
when she first got there, they was trying to make her go on stage, trying to be the first person on stage, and she knew something was up. Then Tinka's knocking on her door, and she knew somebody was outside, so she saw was a whole bunch of red flags. So they was trying to set her ass up.
To get jumped by Ivory and Tasiki?
Ivory, Tasiki, and probably Tinka, but you know Tinka.
You, Anna would have probably jumped in. Nunu.
Why was Tinka trying to fight Mel?
Cause she called. Cause
sick of
Tinka
Mel.
was one of the people saying how Mel got her ass whipped by Ivory or some shit like that. So I think she was
Also, her and Tinka kind of got into it a little bit before she even went there because Tinka had made a comment on Instagram about something that like she not getting it with J-Lo or whatever. But Mel was like, I don't even know neither one of you. But it was a fan who commented talking about Mel, when you go in there, get J-Lo for me. And then Tinka comment under there, she ain't getting shit. And then Mel said, do I even know either one of y'all?
Right.
Okay.
Oh
It's
shit!
it's just the outcast thing because she's from Now That's TV. They want to try to bully her. You coming to Zeus?
And
They do it all the time.
Bad Dolly, they all from Now That's TV.
Hey, you guys, we
They
got
did
one
it
more
to them
person
too.
to add to the chat or to the stream
hazed
for the
them.
last 3-4 minutes, and it is Sean.
Oh, hey, Sean.
Hey,
And
Sean.
look, we
Hey, Sean.
talked
Hey, guys.
about hazing earlier. Do you think the baddies haze each other? Get
They
into
do.
that tea.
They do.
Well, hey
Yeah,
guys.
you just said that
Hey,
they be
Sean.
hazing Now
I
That's TV girl.
just saw y'all was live. I was like, okay, let me join and talk to y'all.
How you been?
I'm good. I was just on TikTok. Apparently there was somebody who was like part of the audience who was like spilling tea. It was like
What did they say?
It was like he was real legit to the point where he was spilling the tea. Janisa was like on the TikTok comment talk about stop the cap because apparently Scotty did call out Janisa and be like, so Janisa, do we have a problem? And like they didn't really go.
She
deep
called
into
her
details.
out?
Yeah,
I do
Scotty
not
called
believe that.
Janisa out and was like, so Janisa, do we have a problem? And like she was on the comment, they'd be like, stop the cap. And I was like, this ain't Janisa. Go to the her account. Oh wait, that is Janisa.
It is Janisha. They probably gonna cut it out. If
Hold on,
Scotty
you
call her
said
out, they're
Scotty
not
called
gonna
So
let
out.
you see
Janisha was in the
that.
comments of the live.
No, they said
saying
Janisha
stop the
had called
cat.
out Rolly or something like that, and
No,
then
Scarlett.
Lemuel stepped in and said, like, had yelled at her some shit like that. So they probably not gonna show it because
I
Janisha
want
called Rolly
somebody
a
to slap
bully.
that nigga. Fuck. If you gonna exit, run up and just slap him one good time for me.
Ooh,
Who,
let
Lenny?
me.
Hell yeah.
Girl, you
Oh,
trying
I,
to stop
I,
your
That
check
motherfucker
for
always
real?
running
I'd
them
love
whips.
to
That's
see
She
gonna
that.
trying to
get to
save
his
her
bitch
check
ass.
though.
Yeah,
Lena, she
cause
trying to save her check though.
Sean playing it for us, y'all. Y'all listening?
yeah,
But
not
Sean, you said that Janisha was in the TikTok comments saying
yeah,
stop the cat.
yeah. I think
The vegan soul said it too. Okay. So
yeah,
Janisha in there watching the shit.
We
yeah.
love
Cause
Janisha.
I
Basically,
heard
she's saying, y'all know Scotty ain't do that shit.
yeah, I heard that they allowed the audience to speak, talk to the baddies, so that's good. So they
Oh,
had like
somebody
no
said, let me already have on
So
video.
they took
Get beat up.
a page out of Jocelyn's book.
that
That's what
that
Jocelyn
part,
did for the
yes.
cabaret.
So that's good.
Oh yeah, they said Natalie performed too at the beginning of the show. She performed.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god. How you supposed to be the queen of Zeus and you biting?
Look at them, y'all. This is the first
Oh yeah,
reunion
that
look.
too. They leaked the picture too.
It's
That
your blur, you know.
Oh, Grant, I meant to ask you. Allegedly, we don't know this, but they said
For your
allegedly
green
Jayla
screen.
made up with Rolly. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I heard
Oh
that
yeah,
too.
yeah, that's true.
They
They
made
did.
up.
She made up
Brandon
with
mad.
Rolly made up with Jayla and Scotty.
And Scotty, yep, they didn't
Yeah.
fight like we thought they
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then
Of course
I
not.
think she called out Jayla for saying the whole why you call out that had a knot, but they didn't fight. They just talk. That's
would.
all I
Stupid
heard.
if they would have fought for that.
Not really though. I mean, we thought, but
For
So
Jayla
look,
and
Rolly
for
only
Ivory and
had one
Jayla
fight. Rolly only had that one fight, the whole reunion.
with Diamond. Yeah,
Diamond.
Grant,
That's
you have to give us your thoughts on that. You're a
crazy.
little quiet. How do you feel? Your girl Jayla.
I mean, y'all
made up with
talking.
Diamond.
I ain't trying to talk over y'all. But I mean, shit. No, I mean, that's whack. Me personally, like I say, if you screw me once, that's it. Now, if I forgive you and you do it again, then that's my fault. So, Jayla, you already know what's about to happen. She was waiting on that
Nice
opportunity
too.
to turn on you earlier in the past couple of weeks. She threw you under the bus to Ivory to duck
Well,
Ivory
hold
possibly
on.
wanting to beat her ass.
They might have had a conversation, but that don't mean like it's gonna be thick of thieves again. Jayla might
No,
say
I
her
remember.
distance.
Like,
I
no,
can see
somebody was
Jayla
actually
forget.
there and said that they made up. They're
I
Yeah.
can see her forgiving it
Like, yeah,
too.
we
Yeah, I
cool,
can
but
see her
bitch, I don't
forgiving
fuck
it.
with you.
But I can see Jayla want to be cool with her still. I can see her
especially if they
forgiving
come
her
back
and
next
still
season.
want to be friends, and that's the problem. You can't do me once,
Exactly.
and then I'ma still forget. No,
Yeah,
no.
Jayla's
That's what
stupid
everybody
for
does on
that.
the show. They
It
be
wouldn't be
exposing
no
each other out the
apology.
ass. They be exposing
They
each other
do.
that skeletons and be cool with the bitches next time. Like, I can't
They
believe
do. That's why I said them hoes is fake with everybody.
Bless you.
Everybody's fake with
Thank
everybody.
you.
Bless you.
I feel like people don't
Bless
understand
you.
that
That's
you can
3 in a row.
accept an apology
Somebody
but not
talking
be
about
cool
me.
with that person. You could be like, I
Exactly,
accept your
baby.
apology and not fuck with them.
Exactly.
Wait,
Yeah,
did
but I
y'all
don't
talk?
understand. Like, I can't be cool with you after you expose my secrets and all that kind of stuff, and then be
Yeah,
cool with you.
Right. Like
yes.
I don't have any more secrets because of you.
Right,
Mhm.
Rolly go to hell with her shit, so ain't no coming back from
Hmm.
that.
That's
And
not
she
fair.
always
Where are
talking
my
about her
secrets?
friends. So if
Just don't tell
anybody can
Rolly
get
any
her,
personal stuff, y'all. If you guys want to be cool with
I
Rolly
would
from
make
now
up
on,
some
don't
shit
What
just
just
is
to
don't
it
tell
tell
her.
her.
about her though? Like what energy does she give her friends that they tell her every single thing? What
She
is
make
it?
them comfortable.
Probably.
With the
Rolly kind of
blunt?
gives me that she's cool when she's
You
when she's
stupid.
cool. Like
With
when
the
she's
blunt.
not being nasty, she kind of gives me that she's like a cool person to open up to, and then they take advantage of it. But then on Mad Day comes, she just spills
Well,
everything.
Yeah.
it's kind of the same energy, like what you just said, Jane. That's the same shit when it come to Natalie.
Wow, yeah.
Like, I mean, well, Natalie ain't gonna tell your secrets, but it's what I mean. Like,
The friend
you
thing.
know
Yeah,
how Rolly
everybody.
set up, and you know how Natalie set up, but y'all steady want to be in these bitches' faces and be
help
cool.
say that again, Lena. That's what the three of
Mhm.
us, me, Movie Van Legend, had this conversation earlier this week. Like when
Facts.
Natalie
Like,
does
I
the
would
shit that Natalie
never.
does, and you get mad when it gets around to you, I don't want to hear you whining about well, you shouldn't have did this to me, and you don't get no sympathy from me. Because somebody like Natalie, one thing we can all say about Natalie, she has been consistently fake since she's been on TV.
And
The
that's
only
the
thing
same
that's
with
changed,
Rolly.
exactly. So
And that's
whenever
the
these
same
people
with
do that same
Rolly.
shit over and
Rolly
over
will
again,
make
you don't get no sympathy.
Natalie and Rolly make bitches comfortable. That's that's something I realize in life too. Like you get when a person makes that space comfortable for you, then that's when you probably show, you have a certain exchange, a certain dynamic. But see, the difference between them is once they get them hoes comfortable, that's when the bullshit starts settling in.
Yeah, but so just nobody else open up to Rolly and tell her no shit because
I would make up shit. I would literally make up shit just to tell her. So when she thinks she clocking something, I'm like, bitch, I made that up. With your
I
silly
do
ass.
that. No shade. I do that in my
So
real
silly
life with
ass.
people I don't trust. I tell them a little story here it is, and when I hear somebody else telling it, I'm like, okay, well, I couldn't trust them anyway. Okay.
Right. So
I'm
you
like,
can
I made
see.
that up because I knew that bitch was gonna come
Yeah.
back.
But they know. But that's the crazy thing is they know how Rolly is. She has.
It's like
There's
they
a
know
paper
how
trail.
Natalie is, but they be sitting
But
there
do we
crying
like?
crocodile
I don't
tears.
know.
Exactly.
I don't know. Do we know them? Like maybe meeting them is a different aura. Like we can say, I would never, and then you get around
I
them.
don't
You're
even
like,
have to
oh,
meet
I
these.
would never.
I don't even have
I
to
would
meet
never,
these girls. You see them
I
on
would
TV.
never.
They do the
I
same
would
thing
never.
every single time they come back.
They do.
Yep.
Natalie been doing that shit since I was 17. I am 35.
Exactly.
Well,
TV.
obviously, look, Natalie must be more manipulative than Rolly because she got Rolly doing it
Well, I
too.
don't
I
think
thought you were
but
my
Natalie
friend.
doesn't go and expose when Natalie gets mad at you. She don't go and expose your stuff like Rolly
Nah, I
does.
will
At
give
least
her that.
like
She
you
don't do
with
that.
Natalie. But Rolly's, but it's like y'all know that she's like this. Why do y'all keep telling her stuff? Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like,
You
stop
know
telling her.
what? Since we talking about how they said, I wonder how they are with each other.
What do you
Off
mean?
camera.
Yeah, like on camera and off camera, how Rolly and Natalie is with each other. Like,
I
They
feel
not
like Natalie
friends.
likes Rolly.
I
Yeah,
don't
They
think
not
they hang
friends.
out off camera. I don't think they
They're
hang
not
out.
friends. Which is why they feel bad for Rolly acting like she did on the episode. Talking about, well, I expected more from you as my friend. You're not her friend. Natalie has
Yeah,
made that very
Natalie,
clear.
we were in the same house. Natalie, like,
I
don't
heard from
give
a
fuck.
reliable source. That Natalie has like not now, but in the past tried to get Rolly off Baddies, and Lemmy Wells says no. So that's the reason why Rolly gets to talk to Natalie any kind of way, and there's no what's it called, consequences,
repercussions.
Yeah, so that's why Rolly talks to Natalie the way she does because they're not going to give her.
It could be repercussions because the way Natalie set up, she'll bring your ops on the show.
Who's Rolly's ops that's not already on the show that she hadn't already fought already?
Well, that is
What
a
was her name?
fact.
What?
Billy.
She got beat the fuck up by What?
Yeah, she
What's
can
Billy?
definitely
Well, Billy
cast
ain't getting out no
Well,
time
Billy
soon.
is up in jail almost on a $1 million bond.
Billy was making prison
Well,
calls
Natalie
for swing.
got that money. Natalie got that coin.
She was giving motivational speeches from the
I
prison
mean,
yard.
I'll be real with you. Natalie kind of is calculating and conniving. Don't sleep.
Not $70,000 worth. Hell.
Hey, look, that's probably like $7.
$700,000 on
Probably $7.
TV.
Yeah. If her bail or bond, whatever the difference is 700,000. That's $70K, 10%. I don't care that much,
Devin,
bitch. I'll
you
beat your ass
think
myself.
Look at it like this though. If they did bail Billy out, she ain't getting paid.
Oh yeah, they ain't gonna pay her. They gonna be like, honey, that
is your check.
That was
But
your
she
check.
still got to do
part.
the season.
That
Y'all,
part.
wow, she still got to do the season. But I'm
She
gonna
gotta
give
earn.
it.
No, I
she gotta
agree with
earn
that.
it back.
Part of the contract.
I
But
agree
you
with
can't.
that.
But listen,
She
you
got to do the
I'm not
premiere
gonna lie. I'd
reunion,
rather
all
take that
that.
check
Look,
than
it's a death row contract.
I'd rather take that check. I'm not gonna lie. If
It's
I'm
a
you can't
Billy,
take Billy out of the country. But
For
can't she go out of the
freedom.
country though, y'all? If she has a warrant, if she has like all these warrants, now,
No
like, can she even go
active
out the country?
warrant. She can't go
She
overseas.
can't leave. Yeah,
So
she
she
can't
can't
go.
go
Oh
to
yeah,
Africa
that
any
is a
goddamn
fact.
way.
So that would be a waste of money.
Yeah.
So no Billy. Damn, I like Billy. I don't like her throwing piss, but I do kind of like
Same.
Billy.
She threw pits too.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
threw piss.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, she threw piss on
Yeah.
South
Whippy's
Central
not a
Baddies.
TV
Oh
girl.
my god.
It was on
She
Joyce.
said shout
Wasn't
out
it
to
Joyce
Ivory.
Legend?
it was on Joyce.
Joyce and Kayla and Lori. I
Yeah,
think.
Joyce and Kayla and
Yeah.
Lori. I think
She
she
said
probably get
shout out to
Lori.
Ivory. Ivory, you see what you started?
Mm.
Throwing piss.
Well, I
All
guess
right,
if they come back to the
Sean,
States.
Lena, Kaya, y'all have any final thoughts about any of the topics we talked about today?
Well, for me, I am just ready to see the episode
Me
for the
too.
reunion, considering that they might edit it. So that's why we're spilling some of the tea. Who knows? They might not make it on the show, but at least we get to say something that, folks who was there have said, But yeah, I'm ready.
All right, thank
I
you,
do want to say I
Sean.
like that you all can keep doing, like, you guys are doing real world topics. Can we give y'all suggestions if we come and get across something and let y'all know if we want y'all to talk about it?
Yeah.
I'm sure y'all got our
Send it.
IG or
I have IG. I think I follow Grant on IG. If I do, I'll just DM to y'all. But yeah, keep it up, y'all. I love y'all. Always support y'all. You keep doing y'all thing.
Thank
you.
you.
You know, I'm
Thank
always
you.
here.
Subscribe to Kaya, y'all. She doing her thing
We got
too.
500
Thank
subscribers
you.
now.
Yep, dude. I can finally make my post. I was posting all fucking day.
Congrats.
Yeah, Legend. I still subscribe to you. I still
I
like your
saw.
videos, Legend. Keep doing your thing too.
Thank you, boo.
Yo, and I
Thank you,
think that's everything, y'all. I'm
Kaya.
about to go get me some more starch. Bye.
Good night.
Bye. Have a good night.
My final
Lena.
thoughts. I'm just glad Anna got jumped. um,
It is so bad.
I enjoy being on the panel. I need to be, a finalist up here. Thank you. Thank you y'all for
Finalist.
I love it. A finalist on a panel.
I'm with Sean. I'm kind of ready to go ahead and, see this. Oh my God. I don't know. Are they really going to roll me back with Africa, child? Oh my God.
Yep, they're gonna draw you back in. They
I'm kind
bringing
of
in
over
real
baddies.
African natives, according to
I am
Natalie.
so over baddies. I gotta watch something else. But other than that,
Raising Canaan.
Raising Canaan.
I think they just dropped
I
their
have not watched
Well,
none of
episode for the
gee,
season.
anything without gun violence, so Baddies, Raising Canaan. What doesn't have gun violence? That's what we want to watch. Hello.
You asking the wrong.
Gee, I
I
need to
don't know
watch something
none.
without violence. I'm a
I like
non-violent
violence.
type of person.
Go watch The Bachelor.
So
Yeah, The Bachelor be
it's
tea
between
sometimes.
love or
So
violence. That's my options. Love or violence.
you can
Lord,
watch Big
but
Brother or Survivor.
hell no.
Well, all right, Lena. Thank you for calling in.
All right, thank y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Have a good
You
night.
too.
Thank you, Lena.
All right, you guys. That's episode
Episode
3.
3.
That's
In the
a
book.
wrap. Be sure y'all
Big
like.
Anna.
Okay. Make sure y'all like the video. Thumbs up. Subscribe to all of our channels. The links are in the description box. And if you're a part of the rewatch game, be sure you drop your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Let's start. I guess we can go from the bottom up. Legend, you got any final thoughts that you want to give to the people?
I loved this episode. We talked about a lot of good stuff that was very controversial, and we gave our controversial opinion. And as far as the Baddies Midwest reunion, I'm excited to see what's happening. I'm excited to see Ivory tear some people up. I'm excited to see the jump that was had with Anna, and I want to see the outcome of that. Can't wait to watch that, and I'm ready to see Taseki versus Dolly. So I'm actually excited. But yeah, thank y'all for having me.
Jen.
I hope that everyone on the panel, everyone who's watching, everyone who watches on a replay has a wonderful weekend, year. You know what I'm saying? I hope everyone is in good spirits. This episode was a lot of fun. It made me think a lot. It made me kind of think about how I would be if I was a parent, especially when we talked about the hazing story. So I don't know. I kind of enjoyed today's video because it was a mix between, deep topics, and then we had fun with the baddies. So I enjoyed myself.
I was tired today.
Oh,
I
hell.
was
Nah, I
tired.
was
And
tired.
then Movie Baby picked the topics that required thought and logic. And my brain was not coming together today. My words weren't coming together. But yeah, Movie Baby did her thing. The topics were good. The topics were engaging. It required conversation. And I love it. I love what the 4 of us are doing with this. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all in the comments that have watched us the first 3 episodes, being here, showing love. And yeah, we're going to be back next week, Legends turn. But yeah, always a
Big
good time with
facts.
these 4. 3.
Suki, this thumbnail was a collaborative effort, and when I tell you it was my turn, God, it was hard to get these little pictures up in these little boxes, I swear. And the letters, baby. Shout out to the super chats. Let's do that. Shout out to the super chats.
Yes.
This video. Shout out to Ebony
All
with
right.
the Big 10. And Britt came through twice.
You said $30?
Yes. Y'all effing with us
Get
and we
my
effing with y'all.
chocolate,
We
yeah.
really appreciate
No
it for
doubt.
sure. Well, you guys, that is a wrap over Highly Controversial, the podcast, episode 3. As G mentioned, our episode 4 will be on Legends Live, Legends channel. And make sure y'all go subscribe over there. Make sure y'all are subscribed to all 4 of us, because when our next go round comes along, we're not going to be sharing the videos. You're going to have to be subscribed to tune into the episode. So make sure you all subscribe to all 4 of us. Hit those notification bells, especially on every Friday, so you can be in tune and you can be on time and you can talk about all the topics with us. Okay. With that being said, you guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Good night. Did it end?
Nope.
No.